The following is an exclusive presentation of the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network. Lawrence Raider football is on the air. This is live coverage of Lawrence Raider football brought to you by Self Regional Healthcare, Brewington Contractors, Valvoline Express Care, AMT, Lawrence Commission of Public Works, Angela Marlette State Farm, PRTC, Chestnut Ridge Baptist Church, Bucks Auto Sales, Furman Ford, Big Air Lawrence, and the Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, powered by GoLawrence.com. Welcome into the Valvoline Express Care pregame show. Coming up will be keys to the game, insights into tonight's matchup, starting lineups, and a visit with the top Raider, head coach Greg Porter. Now over at KC Hanna Stadium in Lawrence with the call of the game, here are Andrew Corley, Thomas Jones, and the voice of your Lawrence Raiders, Jackson Edwards.
Under the lights in Lawrence, South Carolina, this is what it's all about. A season's worth of sweat, bruises, and belief all boils down to one Friday night. The Lawrence Raiders on their home turf, clinging to that final playoff dream. Across the way, the Emerald Vikings charging in from Greenwood with every intention of stealing that tonight. Win, and you're dancing into November. Lose, and the lights go dark on your season. You can feel the tension, the pride, the urgency. It's playoff football 1 week early. The Raiders in their black and gold uniforms today, and the Vikings in their white on black, both with everything at stake. As always, I'm Jackson Edwards, and alongside me, the All-State defensive back himself, Thomas Jones. How are we tonight?
We're good, man.
Well, I know you're doing really good following that win yesterday. You know, me and Andrew got to joke around up here and call the game yesterday and give you a lot of junk yesterday with your squad. As you know, you were the underdog. Some would say Sanders was 5-1. I don't know what y'all's record. Maybe something.
I think we were. I don't want to lie on air, but we only coming into this game. That was our second win. Well, yeah, second win. We were tied one, so we were. I don't know. Let me think. We were what, 2-3, 2-3.
Okay.
And 1. With a game tied at 0-0.
Well, the defensive slugfest. But I will say, last night your defense played lights out. Yeah,
man. Like I said, I mean, right before the game, I told the guys, look, man, last game for the 8th graders, before you actually play on the field that we were playing on. But, just fly around. Like I said, nothing changed. Like you said, again, Sounders had a guy. I mean, Sounders have a really good team. We give all the credit to Sounders. Like, great coaches on their side as well. But like I said, nothing changed. Let's just go fly to the football. Everybody, we need 11 guys on the football. And that's it. And that's what we did. And, like I said, nothing changed. Like I said, we send a blitz every play, except when I go cover 3. But other than that, we blitz, our linebackers especially. But, again, we moving into, we show a lot of different things. But, again, it's middle school football, so you can't really do too much.
Well, you looked like you were having a great time last night. We got to see you jumping up and down. We're going to pan it down to the sideline. Andrew Corley, what were your thoughts on Thomas Jones' performance last night in that game?
You can't complain about that defensive showing. Thomas making his case for Coach of the Year here on the middle school ranks. I think it's an impressive match. I haven't seen Lawrence Middle give up a point this year in any of the games I went to. So credit to them. No, it was good to see. It was good to get to see. It was good to get to see Thomas doing that and all the coaches. I said this on the broadcast, Thomas. I want to say it to be sure you can hear it. Like, what a great thing it is for those guys. Like, to get to see you out there, somebody who knows what it takes to get to the level that they want to get to. You got a lot of baseball players out there. You got football players. You got folks who dream about getting recruited, continuing in sports. What a great thing for them to get to see you and hear you, and for you to give back to them. So that's awesome. Shout out to all the middle school coaches. I know it's a tough thing, and it's often a thankless thing, but what a great thing y'all are doing for the kids and for the community. So it was fun to see last night.
Oh, man, we appreciate that, man. Like I said, it's one thing about middle school is it's tough. Like I said, because you got a lot of guys, like, again, that think they're better than what they truly are. Then you got guys that, you know, you got to continue to stay on them to bring it out of them. So, but that's a tough level, but I appreciate that.
Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is our final regular season contest of the year. If I say final game of the year, Andrew will get on to me down there on that sideline. Is our final regular season game. Raiders win and they are in. Playoff football week early, said it already.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get into some of that stuff later. But let's talk about Westside a little bit. Andrew, stay with us for this one. We'll keep it with it. You know, obviously, we'll just talk about the rough stats to start with. Logan Bragg was 15 of 24 for 165 yards and a touchdown. The big bright spot on offense, though, was DeMaje Crooks, 5 catches, 120 yards. He did have that touchdown catch. Offensively as a whole, though, 214 total yards and only 11 first downs. A step back, but still able to move the football against a very good Westside team who did actually win the region last night after starting 0-4.
Really? That's right. That's
Big
right.
win.
That's right. I saw that.
Big win, but defensively, this is what you're not going to like. 553 total yards and 32 first downs. Thomas, I'll let you go ahead. Andrew, you follow him with any thoughts?
Again, you can't allow that to happen. And then, like I said, what kills you is, like, you know, you still having, you know, north of 200 yards on the ground. You know, that's one thing you cannot allow to happen because, like I said, if you can run the ball that well, the passing game is going to open, like I said, because you're so worried about the run game that, you know, you can do anything, you know. And me being the guy I am, like I said, I love a nice offense, like where you can throw the ball, spread it out here and there. But, like, if I can run the ball and I got a running back that's like, you know, he's getting 5 to 6 yards every carry, I'm going to continue to give it to him the entire game. So that's just – but the defense has to, like, be better on all essence of the game.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ball, I think we've looked at, especially the last 2 weeks of Wren, our running game has kind of disappeared. You know, we saw in a tough one with Fountain Inn in the win against Southside, we were breaking big runs. We were able to get that. We were able to get Nemo and Denari especially going, and that freed Logan up for us to do the same thing that kind of you've been talking about, Thomas. So we've been missing that on the ground on offense, and then the return of some mistakes we had gotten away from last week. You know, that fumble on the 5 or 6 wherever it was while the game was still close, where we just rushed things. Had somebody late subbing in and then rushing the snap, getting all that. Just little mistakes that started to pile up on us last week. We've got to get away from that if we're going to see a different outcome tonight.
Well, guys, thank you both. Andrew, we'll keep you with us when we come back from the break, and we're going to go ahead and talk about Emerald when we get back. But with that being said, we're going to step aside for just a second and hear a few words from our sponsors. You're listening to the Valvoline Express Care pregame show on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Get connected to the future of driving performance with the Hercules Road Tour Connect PCV. This premium touring tire was made to make connections. Connecting the rubber to the road with reliable all-season handling. Connecting the drive to the destination with improved comfort and fuel efficiency. And connecting today's vehicles to tomorrow's driving performance. With our 70 years of expertise and leading protection promise riding shotgun, it's easy to make the connection to the Road Tour Connect PCV from Hercules Tires.
Looking for a great deal on a dependable ride? Buck's Auto Sales in Hickory Tavern has got you covered. Family owned for over 80 years and A+ accredited by the Better Business Bureau, they offer trusted service and solid pre-owned vehicles for every budget. With a wide selection of sedans, SUVs, and trucks, paired with flexible financing and friendly service, you'll drive off happy every time. Stop by Buck's Auto Sales at 13070 Highway 76 West in Gray Court, or call 8645-752700 to find the perfect car today. Buck's Auto Sales, where quality meets community.
Hey kids, what makes someone a good friend? Join us at Chestnut Ridge Baptist Church to learn about the best friend you will ever find. His name is Jesus. We have lots of opportunities like Awana, Sunday School, Children's Choir, and special events for you to hear about him. Check out our website at www.chestnutridgechurch.org to find out more information or call 684-682-2548. We hope to see you soon.
Back with more on the Valvoline Express Care pregame show presented by Self Regional Healthcare on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Valvoline Express Care pregame show. Jackson Edwards, Andrew Corley, and Thomas Jones with under 50 minutes here left in the pregame session here before Lawrence takes on the visiting Emerald Vikings. We're going to get into some stuff on last year, and then we'll get into kind of their raw data through the season this year. It's been a long season. They got a good amount of data on them. We'll start last year. Last year's matchup, Lawrence, only 211 yards of total offense. We had 214 against Westside last week. Last year, I don't know if we eclipsed the 150 mark against Westside. So you got to think that those numbers are where they're at. Yeah. Hopefully we're up a little bit more. I think that's a positive. But Emerald on the opposite end only had 306. So maybe that number also takes a step back for them on the offensive side. The final was 26-17. Raiders kind of got behind very early last year, tried to crawl back, had a chance to, unable to do that. Denari Lee Jackson was the receiving leader. He had 3 catches for 85 yards. This year, Emerald, they're 4-5 overall, 1-3 in the region. They've kind of hit a brick wall. You know, they had a hot start to the year. There were a lot of talks, I guess, in our pregame shows as well, potentially them being a threat to potentially finish higher in the region than where they are right now. Their offense is coming in scoring 30 points a game, but their defense is allowing 25.8 points per game. Not a good recipe for success. Obviously, you're on the positive side of the margin when it comes to point totalage and net points, but you being that close, not really that positive. But the one thing they do have to be super positive about is their running back, number 0, Chris Dean. He's carried the ball 110 times for 993 yards. It's 124.1 yards per game, has 8 touchdowns. Thomas, you go ahead, Andrew. You follow him just like we did last time.
Like I said, the one thing that stuck out to me right there was the running back with 124 yards per game. That's, like I said, going off these past 2 weeks, that's something, you scratch your head on because, like, we give up a lot of rushing yards. But, again, you have a new week to redeem yourself. But, like, again, that's the one thing that sticks out to me.
Andrew, go ahead.
Well, and, like Thomas said, we're looking at a situation where we've given up career games for folks or season leading games for folks the last 2 weeks on the ground. One thing I have heard in listening to folks talk this week, we had Touchdown Club this week with Pete Yanity, so he came in and gave his insights on some of the games. So one thing they talk about is that while they've got a good running game at Emerald, they will get away from it. That they can, if they get behind, if they get skittish, they will turn away from that running game. So there's hope there that if we can get them into panic mode, we can maybe turn that strength into something they avoid.
I think you're 100% right. And, obviously we talked a lot about it, but offensive efficiency is one thing I talked with Coach Porter about. We're finally kind of moving the ball, I'd say, as a whole. We still have a few too many 3-and-outs for me and him. We both were on the same page about that. But when we do move the ball, we're moving the ball, but we're just not finding ways to get points. So y'all will hear from that in my talk with Coach Porter earlier this morning. That's one of the things that they continue to work really hard on. And then a thing that me and you have talked about a ton, getting off the field on 3rd down. We get him 3rd and long, and I didn't even have to bring it up. He brought it up to me when we talked. You'll get to hear that as well. He's like, we have got to get off the field on 3rd down. And it's not like it's the 3rd and 2s that are killing us. It's the 3rd and 22s, the 3rd and 15s, the 3rd and 10 pluses, when teams should be panicking and maybe going to the running back draw or something just to get the clock running to punt it. Instead, they're picking up 1st down conversions.
Yes. I mean, again, that's something that drives you insane as a coach. I mean, somebody just, anything, somebody up top, it drives you crazy because it's like, again, like you said, when you're 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20, you're expecting, like, again, you're putting your guys, you're putting your secondary deep, you're just expecting something underneath, and it's like, they'll just run the ball and somehow still end up with a 1st down. And it's like, what can I do right there? But again, you just got to show some progress. But again, I feel like that's just a want from the team, standpoint. You gotta want that. Again, for the 1st down to be that far away, it's a head scratcher as a coach. It's tough.
Well, Andrew, you're down there on the field, too, during all this, too. So, I mean, we talked a lot about Coach Porter really not being that big vocally, not yelling, bombing, where you hear his voice carry everywhere. Is that kind of something that they're preaching on the sideline during the game, too, that we've got to find a way to get off the field on these 3rd and longs? Yeah,
and Coach Porter also kind of a little more hands-off on the defense than he is on offense. But you hear it from him, you see him from him. It is, there is a tension on third down. We've seen it all year. We get to those third and longs, and everyone remains tense. And I don't know if it's a mental thing at this point that we've seen it happen so often that you've got guys thinking, oh no, we can't do this again, and then they get in their heads. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's something they've been preaching all season is we've got to get into we got to take advantage of these situations when we get them.
Well, now the last thing I got before we cut to break real quick is, I want to bring a little bit of fun into the booth tonight. It's Halloween, guys. I mean, come on now. So I didn't prep either one of them on this, ladies and gentlemen that are listening at home. I need your top 3 Halloween candies. Andrew, you go ahead and take that one first.
Top 3 Halloween. I'm not a big candy guy. I like a chewy candy more than chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate guy. Any kind of gummy bear.
Okay.
I tell you, the candy I like that other people get shocked by, I like dots a lot. I will eat a dot. And then I'll go peanut M&M. I like a peanut M&M.
That's a good pick. I'll tell you, your boss loved that answer, so you might be getting a raise next year.
Hey, there we go.
I don't know. He liked that answer, but Thomas, I know one of yours has to be Skittles. You got them in the booth every day. So where are you putting Skittles in your top 3?
Skittles probably go for 2.
Okay.
Because for me, it's Halloween. It's every day for me. I love candy. Sweets, that's my kryptonite. Like I said, my mom and dad tell me all the time, you got to stop eating sweets. Like, I'm like, look, I'm still skinny. I'm going to eat it, But I got to put Lifesaver gummies, number 1, Skittles, number 2. And you can never go wrong with a Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll number 3?
Come on, man.
Okay.
Important question. Original Lifesavers gummies, or do you go with something else?
I like the original. I really do like the original. They used to be always my road trip go-to, especially during baseball. I got to get 2 packs of the Lifesaver gummies with a Gatorade.
Especially from Brothers. I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, man. You gotta go with that. I like it gets so sweet that your teeth start hurting a little bit. That's probably a cavity though.
Yeah, big wild berry Lifesaver guy.
Okay.
Wild berry.
That's a good flavor.
Can't go wrong with that.
In fact, had a bag on the way to the game last night. That was what got me through doing 2 middle school games.
Well, you did a fantastic job. Well, we're going to take another step aside real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us because when we return, it comes down to the final around the league, ladies and gentlemen. So stay with us. You've been listening to the Valvoline Express Care pregame show on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Hey, Raider fans. Planning a home makeover or ready to build your dream house? Brewington Contractors has your back. This family-owned, local trusted general contractor brings over 27 years of experience building custom homes, remodeling kitchens and baths, roofing, renovations, and more, all across South Carolina with integrity, fair pricing, and a friendly team you can count on. From start to finish, they're committed to quality, on-time completion, and your 100% satisfaction. Need a project done right? Call Brewington Contractors today at 8649-235-789 or visit brewingtoncontractors.us to get your quote. Brewington Contractors, raising your expectations one project at a time.
When it's game time, you can't afford delays, and the same goes for your car. At Valvoline Express Care in Lawrence, we get you in, out, and back on the road fast. No appointment needed. Just drive up and let our certified techs handle your oil change, fluid checks, and preventative maintenance with the care you can trust. Support the team that supports your Raiders. Valvoline Express Care, conveniently located right here in Lawrence on Hillcrest Drive. Drive in today to see Allen and drive out ready for the win.
GoLawrence.com is Lawrence County's daily source for news, sports, and community updates. From Raider scores to breaking stories, we've got it covered. And for local businesses, GoLawrence.com is the premier platform in Lawrence County to promote your business. Stay informed. Stay connected. GoLawrence.com, your source for Lawrence County news. Go Raiders.
Just like the Raiders, great teams start with a strong foundation. At Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission, we're proud to provide clean, reliable water and essential services that keep our community thriving. Whether it's in your home, at your business, or right here under the Friday night lights, you can count on our team to deliver. Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission, serving our neighbors today, building for tomorrow. From our team to yours, go Raiders!
Back with more on the Valvoline Express Care pregame show presented by Self Regional Healthcare on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Valvoline Express Care pregame show. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones, and Andrew Corley here tonight. Now it's time. With 39 minutes left in the pregame, Andrew has a 2-game lead on you, Thomas. You can't pick by feelings tonight. You can't pick by feelings. You know, I'll tell you why he's got a 2-game lead. Because you picked Southside to beat Wren a week ago.
I did do that, you know. You know what? I'll probably still do it again too, you know. So it's okay. It's all good.
Hey, you got it. You got your wish you wanted last night.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach Frey did lose last night, and I know you would have picked Westside if they played tonight.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
But, you know, we got some big games, and obviously I had to add a fourth one. I didn't prep y'all on this one, but we're going to do that one first. We got TL Hanna 8-1 versus Greenville 6-3, two top teams in their region. Andrew, you can take that one first.
Greenville really let me down last week. That is the reason Thomas is still in striking distance. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. I'm going TL Hanna tonight.
You any different on that one? Or
Yeah,
I'm riding with Hanna?
I'm going Hanna. I think the offense they run over there is like, you know, it's like an old school offense, but it's unstoppable. They run it to perfection.
Well, our next game, these next 3 games are region championships. So this one, we're going to take it to the lower state. South Florence 8-1, who is South Florence's number 6 ranked team due to Max Prep, versus Hartsville, who is 6-3. But don't let that fool you. Both of them are undefeated in the region. It's all going to come down to tonight's contest in the Region 5 4A championship. Thomas, you can take that one first.
Probably go with South Florence. Go with Florence.
You big Lenore Sellers
That's
guy?
why.
Is that
That's
why?
honestly, that's why. You know, yeah, for sure.
Andrew, what you got on that game?
No free ads, but shout out Price Kennedy Mortuary, Hartsville grad, and I'm on go with his alma mater tonight. I think Hartsville pulls off the upset.
That is a risky pick when you got a 2-game lead, but I'm here for it. I love it. I'm glad that we are making things interesting. The next one, these are the 2 games that seriously I sit here and I'm like, the higher ranked team in the state has the worst record. So you got to take that into account. I was talking to Andrew about this last night. You know, this is a little. We'll see. As the 3rd game we got in out of conference, we have Indian Land, who's the 5th ranked team in the state. They're 9-0 versus Northwestern, who's number 2 now, and they're 8-1. That's the Region 3 5A championship. Andrew, you can take that one first.
I bought a used car in Indian Land like 12 years ago, and that thing never ran right. I got cheated on it. I assume it's going to be a dirty game. I assume there's going to be a lot of tricks coming out of Indian Land, but I'm going Northwestern.
Good pick. Thomas, you ain't different.
I want to be because I was definitely going to pick Northwestern. I truly was. I'm gonna still go with Northwestern.
Northwestern there. We're not going to have a split. This is my favorite game of the night, this next one. This is by far, this game being on the slate tonight and it coming down to 1 win tonight. Irmo versus Dutch Fork. Irmo is 9-0. Dutch Fork, 7-1. Dutch Fork, the number 3 ranked team in the state. Irmo, the number 4. The Region 4 5A championship. Thomas, who you got in that one?
I'm going Irmo. Sure.
You got any reasoning behind that?
No reasoning. No reasoning. I mean, I honestly, my sister doesn't live too far from there, so I literally saw their high school not too long ago. So when you said that, I was like, Irmo. That's my only reason.
Andrew?
I'll go Dutch Fork.
Okay.
No reason for this to be boring.
And then finally, we are into our region contest. We will first start with Fountain and Southside. Y'all want to say that one at the same time?
You count it down.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Fountain Inn.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page there. And then finally, the big game of the night. Win and you are in playoffs. All in front of you right now. Both teams control their own destiny. If they want to make the playoffs, all they have to do is win. Our Lawrence Raiders versus the visiting Emerald Vikings. Thomas, go ahead and take this one first.
Yeah, I'm going to take Lawrence. You know, we got to get in the playoffs, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Andrew?
Hey, I've got a wedding I'm supposed to be at next weekend. I was going to go up Friday night. Canceled the Airbnb today because I'm going to be busy on Friday night. Won't get up there till Saturday. Raiders take the win.
Respect.
Busy on Friday night. You heard it. Andrew Corley picking the Raiders. Might not go to that wedding. I don't know. We might have to. We might be having a 5th quarter that night, Andrew. We're gonna have to come. We're gonna have to drive all the way back after the Raiders.
Wherever we're coming from, I'm not sure we're getting back in time for a 5th quarter.
You were 100% right. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another quick break aside. We appreciate you with hyping up the Around the League, just all the comments and whatever about it. And it seems all I've heard is they've loved this segment. We are 100% bringing this back next year, and we will start competition from week 1. So we'll have an even better stat line, and we will have an updated winner hopefully next week. For the regular season, we'll obviously pick again. Hopefully we are playing in a playoff game somewhere following a win tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, it's going to go straight to mine and Coach Porter's conversation. Y'all tune in for that because it is one you are not going to want to miss, and we'll catch you again right before kickoff. You have listened to the Valvoline Express Care pregame show, brought to you on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
PRTC is a proud supporter of the Lawrence Raider football team, the Raider Band, and the Raider cheerleaders. We have been your local telecommunications provider for over 70 years. PRTC is committed to keeping our community connected. From dependable high-speed internet to crystal-clear phone service, our team right here in Lawrence stands ready to keep homes, businesses, and Raider fans online and in touch under the Friday night lights and beyond. PRTC, serving Lawrence County with hometown values and cutting-edge communications. Go Raiders!
Looking for out-of-this-world fun right here in Lawrence? Big Air Lawrence has you covered. Jump into action with all attractions included, plus daily deals like 2 for Tuesdays, Midday Madness, and Cosmic Night every Friday and Saturday with black lights, bass, and non-stop excitement. Planning a birthday or a group event? Big Air makes it easy with customizable party packages and group rates for up to 400 jumpers. Big Air Lawrence, where the whole community comes to play. Visit bigairusa.com/Lawrence for details. And as always, go Raiders!
Back with more on the Valvoline Express Care pregame show presented by Self Regional Healthcare on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Conversation of the regular season. I'll say that. I'll go ahead and finish that. Hopefully it's not the final of the season. Our final regular season talk between myself and Coach Porter on Inside the Game. Coach Porter, how you doing this fine Friday morning?
I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day, and we get another opportunity to try to get into the playoffs.
That's it. It is the final game of the regular season, a very winnable game. But the first thing I got to ask you is we're going to talk a little bit about last week. Obviously went into a very hostile environment. Got the typical West Side hospitality last week from the West Side Rams when we walked in there at all aspects, the light show, the this and that. How are you trying to keep your players just to kind of stay in check during a game like that where there's so many things on the outside just trying to keep you unfocused?
Well, I've been there before. When I was at Greenville, we played in the Upper State Championship against them, so and had some of that experience. So I was able to share with the guys what to expect. So I don't think that environment necessarily affected the play of the football team, but it didn't really bother them.
Well, one play that kind of stuck out to me, and I just kind of want to hear your thought process on this, is obviously down at the goal line, a chance to cut it 20-14 right before the half, and we fumble on a snap. Is that we in the booth kind of saw that as maybe that was a young moment for Logan there, kind of rushing the play there, not thinking he had a whole lot of time left, and we still probably had a good amount of time. Also, I mean, are you giving him kind of the range to make a timeout call himself right there? Or is that a you thing? Just kind of walk me through that play and kind of what you were able to learn along with what you saw your young quarterback learn in a big spot like that.
Well, it definitely was not him. After looking at the film, we felt the running back alignment wasn't right. Sometimes our snaps from our center sort of goes to the right, and sometimes Logan compensates that by standing a little bit to the right in situations like that. So I just think it was a missnap. But it also, if you remember, we had a player run on late that probably threw the chemistry off, which I was really disappointed. But, we didn't have our wide receiver coach that usually handles the transition of players on and off the field. So it was a new situation for them. But when you're in a game like that, you can't fumble the ball on the 5-yard line. Man, it was a big momentum shift changer, and I thought that impacted the game greatly.
Well, me and you talked about this a little bit last night at the middle school game, but we've kind of been given this title of being a very good first half team.
What are you taking into tonight to hopefully kind of give us that full game of football that we've been looking for all year?
Well, what we got to go in tonight, we know what's been said. We just got to go out and execute. I know we don't have that many football players on the football team, and probably coming out at halftime, they might be a little winded, probably a little more exhausted because a lot of the players go both ways, and that impacts the performance as well. But we make no excuse this late in the year. This is something we ought to be prepared and used to. So we just got to do a better job executing. The players do. The coaches, we got to do a better job putting the players in the right place, in the right play, and they got to come out with the right energy. You can't come out saying, well, we did our best first half and, it is what it is. No, we got to learn to play to finish. And I do think that has a lot to do with the age group, the youth of our team this year.
Well, another week, another big time running back that we're going to have to worry about, Christopher Dean, who has been a very good back for Emerald, averaging over 100 yards a game. Another guy we're seeing tonight. I will say though, he got on my, I guess I could say my rankings. He's probably, I don't want to say he's the bottom, but because he is still another fantastic back that we're going to have to face. But that is Emerald's offense, is Mr. Dean himself. How do you, again, another week? Your team has learned that the past 2 weeks, those teams have really utilized their running backs and have not had to go away from that. How do you plan tonight to fully grasp that wall and fully make Emerald have to lean on the pass tonight?
First, our defensive front have to be fundamentally sound, and we have to properly fit on the run plays. If we don't fit and our run fits correctly, we're going to give up big plays. And it seems to always have one or two people at the wrong time not fit for whatever reason, and we keep trying to fix it. That is the first thing. Once we fit the run and can get them to be one-sided, now we got to overcome our third down jinx. Every time third down and long, we give up a big play, and we got to stop that. If we plan on getting to the playoffs, we got to win third downs, and we got to stop the run.
You said it, and that was going to be my next question. Third downs have been a controversial issue, especially against good teams. We had Westside a bunch of third downs last week. Had Wren
Yes.
and a bunch of crucial third downs a week before.
Yes.
I mean, has that been a big staple in practice this week? As we have got to find a way to get off the field on third down this week.
It's been all year, all season, and the kids got to have a mentality like, don't relax just because it's third down. Don't assume that somebody else is going to do the job. You have to do it. You got to do your assignment all the way to the end. It doesn't matter. I don't like the lackadaisical at times on third down. And I know we're a young team, but we're at the point, this late in the year, we're not young no more. We can't be young no more. You have experience now. You should have learned from the previous games that I need to learn and lock and be mentally ready on each play in each game and play every play like it's the last play. And I think that's a little bit from coaches too. That's not just the players.
Well, your offense is finally, it's been consistent now. I can say this now in a talk between us. They have been able to move the ball constantly against good teams, against average teams. They have finally gotten to what I'm sure you already knew was going to happen, but they have finally gotten to the point of where they're able to move the ball against anybody. Now, I think the one issue now is being consistently finding ways to drive the ball down the field. How do you plan about going about that this week, especially in a game like we talked? It could come down to a field goal. How do you plan on keeping your offense continuously putting Emerald's defense on their heels all game tonight?
Well, I put the challenge to the offense by telling them, in region, we average 26 points a game. But on the flip side of that, defense, we average giving up 28 points a game. So knowing these numbers give them an idea of, man, listen, we got to at least try to get 28 points. We got to try to keep them under, 21 points. And we got to match anything they do from that point on out. We can't beat ourselves with, penalties and things like that. The offense goes through Logan. Logan Bragg does a great job this year. I'm totally impressed. Sometimes I forget he is a freshman. But the rallying people around him, the skill players being consistent. The O-line has to get better and consistent because I have a few things up there. We're running out of time. We're running out of time, and you got to get this. We can't have no more my bads. So when we are offensively on the field, we got to methodically go down the field, get first downs, and not do those 3 and outs and put our defense in a bad position by putting them on the field too much.
Well, talk to me about practice this week. How was practice overall? Was it another positive week of practice and preparation for Emerald?
I'm gonna be honest with you, we never have a bad practice. I did have a death on Monday, and my head coach in Washington D.C. had passed away, had transitioned, and I went there and got back. Coach Stevens did a great job running practice while I was gone. The kids seemed to be going well. We didn't lose anything. That shows maturity, and the coaches pulled together to make this thing work. But no, we haven't had no bad practices. I have been this put it this way. This team has been a pleasure to coach. Unfortunately, the wins and losses don't look good, but on the flip side of that, the character, the attitude, and the effort of these young men, I've been blessed.
I think the positive thing to look at results-wise too, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, we've had, the quote-unquote young team that, now they're not that they've played a whole season. How important is it for their confidence? I mean, I'm hoping just like you are that tonight's not it for this group. But
Right.
how does that propel this young group to have a big summer and then come back or have a good spring and then have a good summer and then come back next fall with the confidence knowing, you know what? I mean, we hung with that Ren team last year that was supposed to be good, and didn't let them really. I mean, when we were at our best, we hung with any team we played. So, I mean, how important is that to their confidence going into a full camp and a full summer and coming back next fall?
It's very big. I changed strength coaches just before the summer started, which is probably the turning point of the program. So I have one full summer, one full off season with the kids. They haven't had that, so they will get that full 6 to 7 months of work before spring ball and then the summer. And, just having everybody in the class and having, getting the coaches here to be able to work with the kids, it's a conglomerate of things that has to happen for us to be successful next year. It's just more than lifting weights. We got to upgrade the football knowledge of coaches to help the kids become better. And I know based on how they're working right now, they're excited, and we don't want to end this right now. So that's a positive going into this game and for the future.
Well, you said right there, upping the football knowledge of not only your players but your staff. How do you plan on doing that on that side of things? Obviously, it's been a lot about the players, but with coaches, how do you plan about having them in the best position? Is that change? Is that something else? How do you plan on going about that this offseason?
That's a great question because I reflect on everything. Everybody gets an evaluation, and I'm not married to nothing. I'm only married to the fact that we're going to try to turn this program around. I want these kids to be coached better. I want them to be disciplined. I want coaches to love the players more than just for football. I want them to build a rapport with the kids, just to get to know the kids. Kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And in our program, it seems to be very important for that in our program, and build that relationship with them. So I got to evaluate all the coaches, and some will fit, some won't, but that's the nature of the beast. Because I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to turn this football program around.
And I mean, I think that might be the greatest way to end today with your confidence right there. You see it. Another tough. Obviously, this is our final game of the regular season again. Another tough year. Not what you wanted to see, but everything's still on the table in front of us. Hey, we jump in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Then it becomes
Anything.
playoff football. You never know. So I mean, there's a lot of positives that can happen. Well, Coach, I want to thank you right now for doing all this for me during the year. Look forward to continuing this next year in this partnership. And as always, if I can ever do anything for you, I'll let you in on a little secret I posted. I told all the kids they got no excuse not to come to the game. All the parents don't have excuses to take the kids trick-or-treating because at the start of third quarter, I'm going to be handing out 2 bags of candy to all the kids. So I'm going to have
Man,
fans
let's
there
go.
for you. I'm doing everything in my power to get people there for you tonight because we need Casey Hanna to be rocking. It's playoff football already. So
Yes, sir.
so if you got anything you want to say to the fans, now's the time because they'll get to hear this before the game today. So your time to go, Coach.
Hey, I will appreciate if everybody would just come and support the kids. I know it has been a long season on many levels, but at the end of the day, it's about the kids. It's more than just football. It's about their character, it's about their academics, about their attendance, and it's building them for the future, for our community. And let's show that we are behind them and behind this team no matter what, so we can have that community pride in our program. I want to appreciate everyone and tell everyone thank you for supporting us throughout this season. I know it hasn't been what you wanted, but I promise you we're going to get better. Thank you.
Yep, thank you, Coach, as always. And we look forward to a big-time game tonight. As always, we appreciate you, Coach Porter, and we'll pan it back to the pregame.
Furman Ford is a proud supporter of Lawrence Raider football. We are your hometown Ford dealer that knows you by name and is here for your vehicle purchasing and service needs. Whether it's buying a new or pre-owned car or getting your current vehicle repaired and road ready, a member of the Furman Ford team is here to assist. Shop today and experience the difference that a true family-owned business can make. Furman Ford is a locally owned and operated business that has supported Lawrence County and Raider football since 2003. Furman Ford is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase or if your vehicle needs repairs. No big corporate pressure, just hometown folks here to serve your needs. Furman Ford. East Main Street in Lawrence.
Welcome back. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones, and Andrew Corley here from beautiful Casey Hanna tonight. We're going to have a night slate for the entire game with the time changing. It's coming up. Are we setting back this Saturday? Is that what it is? I can't remember. Maybe I think it's this Saturday. Hopefully we get us an extra hour of sleep, or it'll be that Sunday. But Casey Hanna is dark. The first time all year it'll be dark at kickoff here from the stadium. And guys, since I still have both of you here, we're going to go keys to the game. Thomas, I'll let Andrew take this first, and you go ahead and you tell me what you got. Andrew, what's it going to take for the Raiders to come on top tonight?
I think a big thing we're going to see real quick is who can start best between these two teams. You got two teams who have had disappointing years. You've talked about Emerald came into the region with a whole lot of promise. They played Wren incredibly close, thought they were maybe making moves, making something happen. It has not gone the way they wanted. Obviously, we've been here all year for the Raiders. We've seen the highs and lows there. You've got two teams that I think have a tendency to fall into, oh no, here we go again mode. And so for the Raiders, if we can get out, if we can score first, whether we get the ball first, whether we have to make a stop, if we can score first, if we can put that pressure on Emerald, we can start to see what that does to them. And we've seen over this season, they'll turn away from what works if they start to panic. So I think it's going to come down to we're going to know pretty early on if we're going to be able to kind of drive the way this game goes tonight.
Thomas?
And I have to agree with that. I mean, that was perfectly said. Like I said, who delivers the punch first? You know, that's really what it comes down to. Because I feel like, you know, whatever team is, you know, down, I feel like I don't really see anybody coming back from that. You know, it's just, you know, who can, you know, start first. So I agree.
What are some things you specifically want to see defensively that have got to change? Obviously, we talked about the third downs. You probably can hit on that again if you want to. But what else do we have to see defensively for us to finally get back to, you know, the last 2 weeks we got away from how well we had played on defense?
Well, before I get to the third down aspect of the defense, just the D-line, like I said, you know, one of my things that I love seeing, I know Nemo and his brother are down there, I call them Fernandez boys in my mind. That's what I'm thinking right now. But I would like, honestly, I haven't seen them out there together yet. You know, they're fast to the ball. They're really fast. I would really love to see them out there, you know, because to me, they're unselfish players. Like, you know, if Nemo has to play offense and defense, like, he doesn't care. You know, just me, you know, so I would love to see them both out there, but the D-line, has to apply more pressure. Just doing that for one. And again, our secondary, just not allowing, just giving up the big play. Because last week's game against Westside, we gave up a good amount of big plays just through the air. So we got to eliminate that, but that's really my two things I could hit on.
Now, I'll tell you, Thomas, Nemo and Isaiah were lining up beside each other during warm-up, so you may be getting your wish tonight. We might see both of them out there at the same time.
Good.
I think that definitely could bring some more speed and versatility to that defensive front. You said it. Coach Porter also said it for the people listening. I know we didn't have the headsets on during that, but Coach Porter also does talk about that, or he did talk about that earlier today, about how important it is, especially in this run defense, how the defensive line has got to do something. Mm-hmm. It can't be on the backers having to make plays as soon as the guys already through the line of scrimmage, past all the first round of guys. I mean, it's important. Like, we talk about, how to get drafted in the NFL. And, the one thing that I see that scouts look for in maybe not all defensive line, but especially the defensive tackles, how well can you stop the run?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So hopefully, you would think tonight it's going to be important. I don't know how great Emerald's offensive line is. Obviously, watched a little bit on them, but you get a gist from watching it. It's not the same thing as seeing it in person. Mm-hmm. As it looks like both bands are going to take the field together.
Yeah, combined bands of Lawrence and Emerald. Emerald High band director is, I shouldn't have started this because I don't remember his name. He is Andy Entrican's son. He is former Raider band director, my band director. Andy Entrican, now Gray Court Owings principal, Andy Entrican's son. So they are combining bands tonight to do the national anthem.
Hopefully we'll have something real cool. This looks about like the size Raider band was when I was in school.
Man, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was literally going to say this, what I'm used to, band size, and honestly, maybe a little bit bigger, actually. So, yeah.
Well, Andrew was a part of that. You talk, Andrew, those bands were massive when you were there, too. Had to be, right?
Oh, yeah. We were, I was in 100 plus just in the horn line before you got into the drums and the flags. And, it's like everything else. I mentioned this on Facebook earlier today, in fact, but you got to remember, these seniors were in middle school learning to play these instruments during COVID when you couldn't play an instrument. You couldn't all be together blowing into stuff. People wouldn't let you. So we talk about the football program turning around, building back up. You see that in the band too. And Mr. Flanagan's done a great job, and he's got it going in a good direction.
Well, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Thomas, also. This has been a fun pregame to kind of have everybody on the panel. We'll have to probably carry that into next year. But with that being said, we're going to pin it away for the national anthem.
Commanding the honor guard and carrying the flag of the United States is Cadet Lieutenant Commander Jalen Bluford. Cadet Petty Officer First Class Cheyenne Dixon is carrying the South Carolina flag. The right rifle sentry is Cadet Breeley Dewberry, and the left rifle sentry is Cadet Fernandez. Tonight, the national anthem and alma mater was worn by Joint Raider Band and Emerald Viking Vanguard, conducted by Mr. John Michael Entrican, an LDHS alumnus and director of the Emerald High School Viking Vanguard. Sarah Beth Field, junior class secretary, will have our words of welcome.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Casey Hanna Stadium. We welcome the Raider family and our visitors, the Emerald Vikings. We hope to be a good host to you. As you cheer on your teams tonight, remember here at Lawrence District 55 High School, sportsmanship is an expectation. So please let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. We hope that all fans will show their enthusiasm in a positive way. It's a wonderful night to be together, and we hope you enjoy it. Now let us pray. Dear God, thank you for bringing us together today. We ask for your protection over every player, coach, and fan. Help everyone to play with courage, strength, and good sportsmanship. Win or lose, let us honor you with all that we do. Amen.
Just a fantastic anthem there. Andrew, what are your thoughts on, the combined band right there? That was a pretty cool look right there.
Yeah, they did a great job with it. It takes some doing to get everybody down here, get them together, make sure everything's working out for them. So good to see.
It for sure does. As the Raider band will now play the alma mater. Super weird fact, guys. While we're here, this week I actually just now learned the Erskine alma mater. So, yeah.
Always awkward. They used to make us combine with the Clinton band to promote county unity and stuff like that. It didn't work. But there was an awkward, when you're at their home field, you have to stand there while they play their alma mater. Super awkward. We didn't like it at all. We raised complaints. They weren't heard, but we did bring them.
Well, now that I know that, I might have to stop that. That's a rivalry. I mean, the rivalry runs deep, even in the band.
Bring the rivalry back. We didn't talk about. I tell you, it's gotten too nice. Coach Porter and Coach Fountain have coached together. I know a lot of respect there. Bring the rivalry back. Let me tell you, Buddy Jennings and Keith Richardson were not hanging out having a good time together. There is no way that went down. So bring the rivalry back next year. I can't wait for us to go into their place and smash them. I'm getting excited already.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. And the guy sitting to my left right now, I promise you he's going to tell you the same thing as soon as I shut up. So go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Corley's on one tonight, and I love it. Usually I'm the one saying all these crazy jabs, but if it's two of us tonight, let's do it.
Yeah. Just have to make sure that I keep all of us together next year. Make sure I don't have to replace either one of you. I appreciate both of you guys. I hope this isn't our last time doing this or football season. But it's been a fun ride, guys. We've been through a whole lot this year. Obviously not the year that we envisioned for Raider football, but we've had a lot of learning. I think the only positive is now we have been on this side of it. So next year, we're just going to have to get used to winning so much.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, got to start somewhere. Again, I agree.
Andrew, any thoughts on that?
Oh yeah. They've taken their lumps this year, but we've gotten to see the improvement. I think that's one thing that you miss. Thomas, you talked about it a little early in the season that these stands kind of empty out quick in the midst of a season, folks, especially when you're playing Hillcrest and Clinton and BHP early. You're starting to see some results that maybe you don't love, and so a lot of people haven't seen everything we've seen this year, but we've gotten to see the effort and the energy and the growth, and it's exciting to get to see what the offseason is going to bring. Jackson, you and Coach Porter talked about it in the interview. A full year of kind of the strength and conditioning plan that he's got in place. And we see, as they're coming out now, a good senior class, but a small senior class. And so we're going to see a lot of these guys back with a chip on their shoulder, I'm thinking, from having gone through this and not wanting to deal with it again.
You 100% are correct on that. As the captains are coming out, I believe it will be all the Raiders seniors will be the captains. And for the visiting Vikings, it'll be number 2, Carson Wright. Number 50, that is Tyler Moss. Number 3, Christian Foster. And number 4, their quarterback, Bo Height, today will be the captains for the visiting Vikings. And as I stated, the Raider captains will be their senior class. So that's interesting. But something that's probably well worthy. Were all of y'all captains your senior year, all the seniors on senior day?
Yeah, so usually what they do, I think, you'll have your 4 captains, then you'll just have the line of people just kind of gather up behind
it.
them.
I see it. Yeah, the captains for the Raiders will be number 50, Jordan Stroud, number 74, MJ Sales, number 6, Zamar Jones, and number 2, Nemo Fernandez. See, I didn't even have to look at the roster that time. Finally starting to get numbers, and it's the last week of the year. So let's play next week. I think that'd be important, so I can utilize that as we're going to pan it down for the coin toss. Andrew Corley, take it away.
Gentlemen, we are very pleased to be here. We're looking forward to a great football game tonight between two great schools here in the upstate. Lawrence and, of course, our visitors from Emerald. We're going to give you our best game, gentlemen, and we definitely want yours. If we go triple overtime tonight, we'll go home happy, okay? This is good. We're all blessed to have a great crew over here. We've got Mr. Andy will be your umpire. We've got Mr. Wilson, your linesman. We've got Mr. Troy as our back judge. Sorry, and you got Mr. Boyd over there as our wing official judge, and I'm Mr. Allen. I'm proud to be your referee for tonight. You're going to get our best game, gentlemen. Gentlemen, you're great football players, but you're also leaders, and that's why you're captains of your teams. Lead your team by example. Take care of stuff to where we don't have to, and I think we'll have a great night. Okay? We good? Emerald, you're the visitor tonight. I'm going to ask our umpire if you would step up, please. I'm going to show you the coin. It's a head. On this side, it's a fox's head. On this side, it's a whistle, and it actually says tails on the back. Nice and loud. What do you want to call? Tails. Drop this. We'll do it again. Here we go, and it is tails. You win the toss. I can't get over there to touch your shoulder pad, but you won the toss, okay? You want the ball. You want to receive.
All right, guys, defense is going to have their chance to set the tone because Emerald's won the toss, and they will receive. So Raiders kicking off to start senior night tonight.
Well, once again, tails never fails, man, but except when we call it. I mean, I don't. Well, and, I'm a little worried, the head official saying, you're going to get our best game about 4 times.
Yeah.
Does that give me some suspicion, maybe?
I feel good about this crew.
I do too.
I liked their vibe. No comment on some of the crews we've seen before, but I liked their vibe. I think we're in for a good night.
Well, me and Coach Porter talked about that last night at the middle school game, and I got down there to get to talk to him a little bit. I was like, I thought about asking you a few times. I was like, that might be setting you up for disaster.
That's the kind of thing you'll say off the record.
So I kept it cordial, some would say, last night, and we didn't get to that. Well, I see Coach Atkinson was actually on the field for a good amount. He was standing over near you, Andrew, as now he is making his way off the field. The Raiders are going to go get behind their banner. Emerald Vikings on their own side. So we wait for the two teams to take the field for the final week of the regular season. Raiders Vikings, win and you are in. That's all it takes. As we sit in the awkward moments of before the game waiting for teams to take the field, as Coach Porter's actually out there talking to the officials, I believe.
Yeah, because of senior night, he didn't get to have his meeting with the officials where they go over everything. So he's having to get that done real quick.
Well, thank you, Andrew. Hopefully he's able to kind of let off some frustration in there and be like, hey, guys, you don't have a lot of expectation, but maybe just a little bit better than what we've had. Maybe. Is that too much to ask for on a senior night?
No, it's not.
As the Vikings will take the field, and we await the Lawrence Raiders. And I'll tell you what, this crowd mic's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Here they come. The Raiders are going to take the field on senior night, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a pleasure bringing the action to you tonight. Got a lot of jitters right now. It's been just my first year getting to call football games. I've been set up to be successful. We have a great team. I know I've said that a lot the last 2 weeks, but we truly do have the best in the business when it comes to people. It's as tight as it gets. We've been a family for the entire football season on Friday nights. Had a lot of preparation go down before y'all even knew it. Had some trips to First Baptist Church with Andrew Corley to make sure we got our stuff situated, and then we found out we needed to get a new mixer. So we've been through a little bit, but it has been fantastic. It's been more than I could ever ask for. I mean, dreaming of things like this as a kid. You grow up. I mean, you got to watch it too. I mean, the World Series, like you get to listen to Joe Buck and John Smoltz call those games. I mean, then you turn it to Saturday and you got Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit on at the 8 o'clock game. I mean, you get to hear things like that, but when you get to actually do it, it's a whole different aspect.
It is. I mean, it's like I say, that, like, it's just being up here. Like, I know that first game, like I said, I got those jitterbugs. Like, I was sweating a little bit. And I was like, but plus it was hot in that press box.
It was hot in that press
I
box.
was like, man, like, so I'm right there with you.
It's been fun. Hopefully this is not it for us, and we're gonna hope that's right. As Raider kick team is on. Franklin to kick it off to Emerald to a pair of return men. Franklin will take his shot. Emerald will bring it out. Crossing the 20, 25, and he's got still on his feet is the return man there. Ball returned there by number 13. That was Deshaun Brewer there on the return. Raider defense comes out first. This is a tone-setting drive right here.
It is. It really is.
Got a shot to kind of, make some noise early.
Yep.
So, hear the tomahawk shot?
Sound like it. Florida State action.
Vikings tomahawk shot. Okay. As Bo Height will be in the backfield. He'll be joined by Chris. Running right, he'll barrel forward, does Chris Dean there. Gets a good chunk of it on first.
Somebody's down.
Injured player. Looks like a Viking there. The offensive lineman shaking up. Number 78, that's a big kid out there. Number 78 is Messiah Simpkins out there at left guard. A little shaken up there, but able to hop up real quickly as Hyde will be in the shotgun, trips at the bottom of your screen. Christine will be beside him, motion over receiver, top of your screen. Back to throw is Hyde, looking to take a shot, throwing deep, pass is complete on the sideline there to number 22. That is Kieran Brown. Nice catch there by the Viking receiver. Good coverage, it looked like.
Good cover. I just, that's something right there where it's like you just sunk back maybe like a step or two. You have been there, but it was, decent coverage halfway there. So, you can't say too many things about that.
Hyde will be in the shotgun. They're going to hand it to Dean inside. Dean bouncing to the right, but he's tackled and corralled by a couple of Raiders. He'll grab about 4, it looks like there. 4-yard carry by Dean. Second down and 6. Emerald will take this one in Raider territory from the 44. Call it the 43. Hyde in the shotgun. Dean to his left. Calls. Looks like we had a little flinch there from the front. Glad we got away with that. Maybe they didn't jump over.
Nah, they didn't, yeah.
Little flinch. Hyde in a shotgun. Give to Dean. Dean going nowhere. Sucked up by a couple of Raiders. Great tackle there by Fan. There it is. You heard our PA announcer, tackle by the entire line. They're all there to corral the back end Dean. That's going to be crucial. Here it is. First third down of the night. Can the Raiders get off the football field? We will see. Heights waiting on the play from the sideline as Emerald has the play now. Hyde will be in the shotgun. He'll still be joined by Chris Dean. Dean to his right. 4 receivers either side. Hyde looking to throw. Raiders coming after him. Cheeks all on him. Hyde throwing. Incomplete. Nice. And the Raiders get a stop on third. It'll be 4th down. Vikings are going to send out the punt team. That is a great job on third. They tried to send up a tight end, it looked like, over here over the middle of the field, over his outstretched arms, but the Raiders were all over it. Looked like Cheeks also got held. I don't know if you saw that on the left. He had a chance for a sack.
He did. And one thing that you got to love about that, man, the D-line was right after the quarterback. Man, they were flying to it. So, like I said, you bring that kind of pressure, you're going to get those kind of things every time.
Emerald on the punt. Big time first drive. Andrew, you said it yourself. I'll pin it down to you for an Angela Marlette sideline report. Andrew, how confident is that defense coming off the field right now?
Hey, they've got some fire coming off of the field. They're excited tonight. Step 1, show Emerald they're ready for them. Let's see what the offense can do now.
There's DeMaje Crooks on the return. He's tackled as soon as he caught that football. Raiders are going to start deep in their own territory. Look, maybe inside the 5. We'll see. Probably should have gotten out of the way of that one.
Yeah, I was thinking that's something you probably could have, probably should have just, act like you were about to catch it, then move the last second. But again, learning moment right there. Being inside your 10, yes, you got to let that ball go.
I believe they'll spot at the 7. Raiders still going to that huddle. You saw a lot of huddle in those middle school groups yesterday.
Oh yeah,
a lot of huddle.
In middle school, I mean, you almost gotta, have the whole team on the sideline, then take all 11 guys on the field at once. It's hard to do no huddle.
We've got an officials timeout as we await. Raiders are going to break the huddle, though. They're coming out ready to go. As Raider fans behind them early. Defense gets a big-time stop. Offense trying to take their crack at it here on their first drive of the game. Logan Bragg in the shotgun. Looks like Fernandez will be to his left. As trips at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. Lone receiver is Jaden Williams, a senior receiver. You got man-to-man out here, though, because that safety's probably going to have to do something on the guy in the slot. We'll see what they do on first down. Bragg in a shotgun. Calls for the snap. Looking to throw early. Throwing out towards the sticks. Pass complete to Jaden Williams. Still on his feet. Crossing the 20 up to the 21. First down, Raiders. That one brought to you by Self Regional Healthcare.
I love the play action on the first play right there, because, being at your own 7, probably over 50% of the time you're going to respect the run play right there. But just having a play action and hitting that receiver, that was great. That was a great catch by Williams as well. So I love that play.
It's also super positive how much time he had to throw to that comeback right there.
Exactly.
Like. Bragg will be in the shotgun. They'll go with the heavier look. Cheeks in at tight end. Fernandez in the backfield. They're going to go Nemo. Nemo going up the middle, spins off a defender, falls forward. Fernandez might pick up a yard or two there on the carry. A 3-yard pickup for Nemo. Nice carry. They will spot him down at the 24. Raiders taking their time in the huddle. Cheeks will come out of the game, and he'll be substituted with a receiver. Raiders going with a 4-receiver look as well. Bragg might be changing the play, it looks like. Yep, trips at the bottom of your screen. Lone receiver at the top is, as always, Jaden Williams. Bragg will be in a shotgun. Fernandez will be the back to his right. Calls for the shotgun snap. Drops back to throw. A pitch to Fernandez. Fernandez, a lot of room to run. He's going around the corner, crossing the 30.
Nice.
A big carry on first down. Still, they hadn't blown the play dead. As the flag is flying, there's a flag through a sideline warning against Lawrence. Is the call. They're calling a sideline warning this early. I don't know what we're doing here, but as we wait to see where they're going to spot this football. As they do call a sideline warning against the Raiders. I don't know which one they got that against. They're spotting the ball at the 25. I don't know what that's all about, though. Is it a replay of second down?
I'm assuming so. I think so.
Maybe they had the sticks wrong, because it looks like Nemo got a 4-yard carry. There's a replay of second down and 6. 7:50 left in the first quarter. Bragg in the shotgun, trips at the top of your screen. Single receiver at the bottom. Bragg looking to throw again, going right back to that comeback, but it's batted down at the line of scrimmage by, looked like they are number 32, Tyrell Cloud. Be 3rd down and 6. Raiders looking to move the chains on a big-time 3rd down. Defense gets a stop. You really need to do something offensively.
Yeah.
They were able to pick up 1 first down, but still need to move the football.
Got to keep it going. But one thing I will say with these comeback routes, if we're able to run these comeback routes, a comeback and go, a stop and go would kill a deep, because we playing man-on-man. So
Emerald loading the box. 3rd down and 6. Bragg calls for it to give to Fernandez. Fernandez going right side. He's going nowhere. As they opt to run the ball on 3rd and 6. Questionable call. Raiders will come out to punt. You got anything better than I do there?
Again, it's kind of a tough thing to do. I know a lot of people may say, why run it right there? But sometimes, if it works, you're like, oh, that's a great call. But right now, this early in the game, I don't see anything wrong with that right now. Later on, yeah.
Franklin on a punt. It's a booming punt. Emerald's got a couple of guys back as it'll be caught in. Trey's down. He is down inside the 35 as the Vikings return man there. Number 2, Carson Wright on the return, going a whole lot of nowhere. But Bo Heidel will trot his group back out on offense as Emerald will try at it for a second time today. We got the whole entire offense in the huddle over there as the Raider defense is ready to go on the field. Ball is down at the 33. They were able to stop Dean on his first drive. We got to hope that they continue to do that, make Height throw the football.
Yeah, we got to. I mean, like I said, I feel like, with that first wheel route being open, he's able to complete that ball to kind of like, oh, we can throw the ball tonight. So hopefully they stay with the throwing game.
We'll see it. 1st and 10 for Height. He's in the shotgun. Dean will be behind him. They're going to go first play to Dean. Dean off the left side. He breaks the tackle, crossing the 35. Nice gain on first down for Chris Dean. It's down at the 39-yard line. 6-yard carry for Dean. 2nd down and 4. He's a shifty back. He's moving.
Real shifty.
Height in the shotgun. Calls for it. Play action pass. Looking to throw. A little bootleg. Throwing it up deep for grabs. Pass is incomplete, but Raider DB in the area is probably going to get called for pass interference. I believe that was, is that B.J. Hill? I'm trying to see a number there.
I think.
Or is that Zamar Jones? Number 6 there?
I think Zamar.
Yep, Zamar Jones is going to get pass interference called against him. Mistake you don't see a lot from that kid. Unable to turn around.
Yeah, and one thing I always believed in, and again, shout out to Coach Lothers for telling me this, because being a 9th grader, one of my first games being in varsity, he was like, look, man, if you get beat, I would rather you hold him, take his helmet off before he can score 6 points. So he was beat. Take the 15, because this isn't NFL was a spot of the 5. Yeah. It's okay.
Is Emerald still with that spread look? Bo Height in the shotgun, motions over Chris Dean. Inside give to Dean. Nowhere to go. He's sucked up behind the line of scrimmage. The defensive front drops him for a loss. Led by Jordan Stroud, as well as number 56, Elias Stroud. His brother in there making a play. The brothers making a play together on that right side of that defensive front. They'll drop back Dean for a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. 5:55 left in the first quarter. Raider defense playing with a lot of energy right now. Trips at the top of your screen. Back to throw is Height. Height looking to throw underneath. Pass is complete there to number 17, Kamel Hill, as that'll get him on the right side of the sticks. Another 3rd down, another chance for the Raiders to get off the field. Be about a 3rd and 4 from the 40. 5:25 left, 0-0 if you're just now joining us.
See a little something different in the defense, sending a little cornerback blitz right there. That was, it's kind of crazy how that worked out, because he threw the ball right to where the blitz was coming from. I'm like, dang.
Height will be in the shotgun. Dean will be the back to his right. What are the odds they run the ball right here? They motion over Dean to the left. Now he motions him out into space. They're going to look to throw it. Height is troubled. Throwing over the middle to a wide open receiver there is number 11. That is Rakevius Logan. As the tight end there just kind of sat in space, able to pick up the first down there for Emerald.
Yeah. One thing right now this quarterback is showing me, he's able to throw the ball on the run, and right there with that scramble drill, again, that goes along with the scramble drill. When you get to that point, you got to find the man. That's kind of tough. That's kind of almost like some Patrick Mahomes style where Travis Kelce just finds some open space and he just hits them. So that's tough.
His Height will be in the shotgun. Dean the back to his right. 4 receivers in the game.
False start.
As there's a false start. Is the call against the Vikings. That'll back him up now outside of the 35. Backing him up all the way to the 36. 1st and 15 for the Vikings. Raider offense is having a good time sitting down over there. They've gotten a lot of rest. I mean, I know we got a lot of guys playing both ways, but you got to feel good. Hopefully they come back out with some confidence. They punch the ball down the field and score. First quarter's eaten away. 4:20 left. Nothing. Height in the shotgun. Motions over receiver again. Looking, and there's a draw to Dean. He breaks a tackle, but unable to get past Nemo. Tackled for a loss. Again, Chris Dean sucked up, going nowhere. Second down and 16 on the 1-yard loss by Dean on the ground. Tried to go draw there.
Yeah, I mean, and again, because like I said, Nemo and like I said, the Fernandez brothers, they're getting up the field so fast. So it's like, what's a way I can get them going so I can just hand the ball off? Yeah, like I said, I love their speed. Like I said, they have good size as well. Like I said, they're not your natural D tackles when size-wise, but they're fast. And like I said, O-line, it's hard to stop some fast guys.
Second and 16. Height back to throw, rolling to his right, looking to throw. Everything's locked up as he's looking to throw. Pass intercepted! It's intercepted. Zamar Jones coming back down the left side. Raiders get a turnover. Oh, man, that's a way to get one there.
Nice. That's it.
That's the one.
That's it. That's it. And again, I'm glad Zamar caught that. After dropping 2 interceptions last week, hey, why not? You can.
And after the pass interference, what a job. Holding is a call against. I was scared. They're talking about a flag out here. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah,
they're going to get another one wiped off for Zamar. He had that one wiped off against, was it Wren? Yeah, I believe it was Wren. He had a chance. We had a chance to score again to cut that game close. But, oh, man, INT, Zamar Jones. I'll tell you what, a lot of the joke is that he's been watching my INT call that got called back a lot. Now he's got one he can actually watch.
Now he got one.
He's got one. Raider offense, great positioning. They'll start at the 41. Big time play by the defense. Offense has got to respond. Looking to throw. Braden Yarborough. Pass is complete. He's got blockers. Pass to 35. Breaks a tackle. Up to midfield. Right near the sticks. The spot is at the 50. Great catch and run there by the young football player. Hadn't been playing football a lot, but he is a senior, Braden Yarborough.
He is a senior. Like I said, Yarborough, I mean, whenever the ball is thrown to Yarborough, he's, for the most part, he's definitely just been a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I want to see Yarborough get in the end zone tonight. You know, tonight is a night.
Second and 1. Denari Lee Jackson, the back to the right of Logan Bragg. Bragg in the shotgun. He'll call for it. High snap is fumbled. Picked up by Bragg. Looking to make a play here. He'll get rid of it. His pass is going to be, they're going to call that a fumble and a fumble out of bounds here.
Oh, we got the here. Are we calling it incomplete or?
No, they're calling it a fumble. It's a loss on the play after the big play by Yarborough. 3rd down and 6. As you hear the Raider fans are upset.
Hey, I think there has to be some kind of, because like I said,
talk about it. Maybe
my white hat guy, he said incomplete pass, where
we'll see what the call is. As the call is a fumble, but it did look like he forced it out of bounds. As we're going to see. They're going to call it a fumble out of bounds as the call. 3rd down and 6 as it stands with 2:37 left. Raiders in a controversial 3rd down right here. Not a good start for the referees again after Andrew gave him a lot of praise. Bragg in a shotgun, looking to throw here. Another screen to Yarborough. They're going left side this time. Makes one miss. Passes the marker. Yarborough 40, 30, 25, 20s. He's tackled down. Braden Yarborough, a big play. Go to the same play the other side.
And I think we have a horse collar tackle by chance. It has to be some kind of a horse collar tackle because he threw a flag at the last second.
As we'll see what the call is on the field, but an unbelievable catch and run by Braden Yarborough there. Raiders set up very nice, deep in Emerald territory. We'll see what it is. It could be even better. A personal foul. Face mask is the call. Free 15. It's not going to be half the distance. So the Raiders are set up beautifully. 1st down and 10. We'll see where they move the ball to. I haven't even spotted the ball yet.
The Raiders, they're getting ready.
Raiders are ready to go. Trying to get the tempo going as they'll be inside the 10. 1st down and goal from the 8. They'll call it the 7. Raiders in prone position to score. Bragg will be in a shotgun. Lee Jackson the back to his right. Calls for it. Give to Denari. Denari going left side. He's got a couple of guys to beat, and he won't get outside. He'll be tackled right at the line. They might say he lost a yard. It'll say he got tackled down at the 8. 2nd down and goal from the 8. Nemo comes in to replace Denari. Trying to go outside there. Not a lot of running room for Denari Lee Jackson. Raiders taking their time, though.
And this is where the run game really is important. Like I said, man, inside the red zone, it's tough. It really is tough to score if your run game isn't working. So, like, one of those short passes or anything, but like I said, the run game has to work.
A lot of guys close to the offensive line here, though. Bragg looking to roll out to his right, looking to throw, taking off inside the 5, 4-3, and he's out of bounds. Tries to reach. They'll call him down at the 3-yard line. A great scramble there.
Great scramble.
From Bragg. You think that was supposed to be a designed run, or you think he's looking to throw?
No, I think he has some guys. And again, like I said, with it being so close to the end zone, like I said, you run a cover 2 right here, basically guard anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things you gotta like sneak in somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if Cheeks run out to the flats for some kind of,
they've run that play before.
Yeah, they ran it before. I'm sure Emerald seen it on film, but
one time though.
Yeah, one time.
And then we did run it in warm-ups. I will say I watched that. I got to sit back so I can see it. Bragg will be in the shotgun. Cheeks is in the game though. Bragg looking to give it to Nemo. Nemo up the middle, barrels forward to the pylon. Flag on the play. What's the call on the field?
What?
As we'll see.
I think they're saying
sideline warning against the Raiders again.
No.
Who are they calling this against?
I think they're saying like a push from the
offensive line.
Yeah, from the line of scrimmage, which is something you can't do.
Well, that's going to back up the Raiders. Still be a 3rd down play here. As it's backed up now to the 6. Raiders will have it 3rd and goal from the 6. Still have a chance to get it in. Nemo was in, it looked like.
He was, yeah.
Mason Young comes in at receiver. Raiders are going to have to throw it right here. Cheeks will come out. See if they, I like when they let Bragg kind of run that bootleg play. Get him out of the pocket, and we'll see. Obviously we're on the right hash. Not a lot of bootleg going to be able to be ran there, but we'll see. Bragg will be in the shotgun. 4 receivers. 2 on either side. Looking to throw here. He's going to roll out to his left. He's got a lot of room to the end zone. They're calling him short. Are they? He looks like he's in. Both these guys on the spot are saying he's there. Call on the field. We're waiting for it. They're calling him short. Short of the line to gain.
Go for it.
4th down. They're calling him short. Unbelievable. Is Logan Bragg pleading his case to keep the offense on the field. Unbelievable. Cheeks will come in here. They're going to run it. Best on best. You know they are.
Yeah, and this would be a play right here where, I would probably put either, Cheeks, Jace Campbell at quarterback, and I'm just going Wildcat, going right up the middle,
Bragg looking to get his guys set. He's calling a timeout. Good decision by Bragg there. As I talked to Coach Porter about that, actually, about the play that we had at Westside. I was like, have you given him permission to call timeout? He's like, yeah, he's got that now. So that's perfect. We're going to step aside while the Raiders talk it over for this 4th down play with 37 seconds left in the first quarter. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
ugh, come on.
Seriously?
This is so extra.
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Angela Marlette is your local State Farm agent in Lawrence. Call or visit for a free quote. Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to KC Hanna Stadium. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones. Raiders are going to go for it on 4th down. We'll see what the play call is. They are in the shotgun. Fernandez is the back, right behind Bragg. He calls for it. Give to Nemo. Nemo, they're going to say he's short. As these referees are against us again.
Yeah.
I don't know how you call them short 3 times in a row.
I don't know either. That would have been a good play for Nemo to dive. You know what I'm saying? But, again, it's tough. Like you say, you got the box loaded up right there, so it's all right.
As the interception will pan to nothing. Raider defense will come out. Emerald will take over on the half-yard line here. As defense will see if they can get another stop. We'll see. You can see the offense coming off super frustrated. We'll talk to Andrew about that here in a second. Raider defense has Emerald pinned deep. They get Dean in the backfield again. It might be a safety. We'll see. And there is Dean. Dean going a big hole up the middle. He'll fall forward to the 5. He'll get a good spot, about the 5.5.
Yeah.
5-yard carry there for Dean. Second down and 5. That might end our first quarter here at 0. We'll see Emerald going quick. They're going to go another play. Dean again up the middle. Dean, a lot of running room. He's tackled down in the secondary as soon as he picked up the first down. We'll see. First down and 10, but that may end our quarter. They're going to run another play. Dean again. Dean this time going off the right side. A big carry for Dean to end the first quarter, not before he picks up a first down. We're going to take another break really fast, and when we return, Raider defense will be back out on the field. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Get connected to the future of driving performance with the Hercules Road Tour Connect PCV. This premium touring tire was made to make connections. Connecting the rubber to the road with reliable all-season handling. Connecting the drive to the destination with improved comfort and fuel efficiency. And connecting today's vehicles to tomorrow's driving performance. With our 70 years of expertise and leading protection promise riding shotgun, it's easy to make the connection to the Road Tour Connect PCV from Hercules Tires.
Looking for a great deal on a dependable ride? Buck's Auto Sales in Hickory Tavern has got you covered. Family owned for over 80 years and A+ accredited by the Better Business Bureau, they offer trusted service and solid pre-owned vehicles for every budget. With a wide selection of sedans, SUVs, and trucks, paired with flexible financing and friendly service, you'll drive off happy every time. Stop by Buck's Auto Sales at 13070 Highway 76 West in Gray Court, or call 8645-752700 to find the perfect car today. Buck's Auto Sales, where quality meets community.
Welcome back to KC Hanna. Emerald just picked up a first down. They'll have it 1st and 10. Motions over receiver, inside give to Chris Dean. He's going off the left side, got a lot of running room, gets holding. As there's going to be a hold. It looked clear as day. I don't know how he had that much room on that side. So he goes off the left hash, a big pickup. Andrew Corley, we're going to pan it down to you for an Angela Marlette sideline report. Offensively, not at all what we want to see following an INT.
No, a lot of frustration coming off of the field there. And, referee clarified for him in that timeout that you can't touch the back on offense until a defensive player is engaged. They were pushing him a little early, but hey, frustrating result, but it's up to the defense to stand tall right here.
You're right. The holding call will help them out, though, as Emerald will be behind the sticks, off schedule to start this next series, as they'll be backed up to the 21, it looks like. Have it 1st down and 10 from the 21. Hyde will be in the shotgun, still joined by Chris Dean, and still going with that spread look. They feel like they don't need anybody on that line to help with the run, as they will have a tight end, though, here.
Yeah.
Height in the shotgun. Inside give to Dean. Dean right up the middle. A lot of running room for Dean before he's met in the secondary by DeMaje Crooks, but not before he picks up a big gain to pick up a first down. Again, the long plays. This has been the story of the year. I hope that they take that into perspective at some point in the offseason. And they cannot get beat on these long plays, especially after a penalty.
Yeah, after a penalty, being 1st and 15, that's something, you can't just, especially a run play, at that.
Hyde in the shotgun. Dean is still the back in the game. Looking to hard count there. Snap count was not on 1. As Hyde still in the shotgun. Raiders filling up the box, anticipating run. Nope, looking to throw here. Hyde throwing to a wide open receiver is Dean. Dean making one miss. Before he's tackled by Jace Campbell. Kind of escaped out of the backfield. Tried to make everybody go right there, and they went back left.
Yeah. I mean, great play call right there. You got all your motion flowing to the, left side of the field. But, again, that's somebody, key guy to focus on. I feel like somebody was definitely looking in the backfield on that play.
You would think, Height in the shotgun. Dean will still be the back to his left. He'll motion him over to his right. That is not. That is a new back in the game is Foster. Foster going off the right hash. Falls forward for a gain of about 4. Helmet's off on the field.
Tackle made by number 11, Logan Martin.
As Cheeks will have to come off the field following his helmet coming off. Second down and 6. 0-0 ball game here in the second quarter with 10:22 left. Need a stop again. That'd be huge.
Yeah.
As the receiver, the boundary DB over here, B.J. Hill, playing real tight to that receiver. They're going to go handoff again here. Right up the middle.
Holding.
Goes Foster.
We got some kind of hold.
Christian Foster there up the middle. We'll see what the call is. A holding against the Vikings. It's going to back them up. After that carry, it'd be about second down and 15. Should be. As we'll see where they back them up to. It'll be from the spot of the foul, yeah. Might not be as far, but we'll see. Put them back near the original. Yep, back all the way at the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10, maybe 11. Yep, second down and 11 here for the Vikings. As Chris Dean will be back in the game right here. We'll see. Very likely to go back to that run.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If not, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Raiders kind of thought that they may try to throw a little bit here, I feel like. Has kind of been caught sleeping this time.
That was a false start.
Looking to throw here. Throwing off his back foot, out of bounds. Incomplete. Bo Height unable to find any receiver there.
They definitely missed the false start on Dean, the running back, right there for Emerald. He was moved a little bit before the play started.
As there is a flag on the play. Coach Porter wants to decline it. Maybe they did get it. What's that call? I've never seen that before.
Tomorrow right here, declining.
Well, no, that's the decline, but he gave something like this, underhand. I don't know what he just. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
3rd and 11. That's what I was saying. Yeah, come on, Thomas. I know what the decline penalty is.
Oh, no, I didn't. I know you knew that. I didn't know you were talking. I was like, okay.
3rd down and 11 here. Raiders have another chance. We'll see what they got here on 3rd and long. We talked about it a lot. Coach Porter's talked about it a lot. Will the Raiders stop them on 3rd and long? Here they go. Height in a shotgun. Dropping back to pass. Looking deep down the field. Incomplete.
Nice.
No call for interference there. It's 4th down. Great job by the defense. We'll see what Emerald elects to do right here.
And I'm glad the referee did not throw anything because all that happened was the feet got tangled.
Yep.
That's all that happened, and one of those things, like I said, you're so, some referees are so trigger happy, but like I said, just you're going for the ball. So you step for step and your feet got tangled. That's all that happened.
His height is also the punter.
And that can be scary too because,
he can take off.
He can take off, throw it. So
I did watch that. Did y'all fake a punt yesterday?
No. I love the kid, Jesus, but, he's been banged up, wanted to get in game 8th grade. He wanted to be a superhero that night, but love the kid.
Height to punt it. Short punt there. Just get out of the way. Did DeMaje pick that up? Yeah, he did. He try to run forward a little bit. Risky play. Offense comes back out. We're still knotted at 0 with 9:28. Offense has a chance. They should have a chance to go up by 2 scores right here. You hate that you didn't score on that first one. But Raider offense will be back out right here, led by Logan Bragg. We'll see what they have in store. I'd like to see him kind of go back to that bubble route to Yarborough a few times this drive. Emerald playing so far off the ball, kind of like we do. They got to come downhill, and most of the time we have an established blocker in the area.
Yeah, you're right. And the only thing that opens up, you keep doing that bubble route, the guy scoot in, that's when you can take a deep ball.
Bragg will be in a shotgun. Nemo will be the back in the game there. Nemo. Bragg looking to throw here, trying to get outside. He's looking to throw. He's got an open receiver. Crooks on the sideline, incomplete.
Wow.
Almost an unbelievable catch by DeMaje Crooks there. He's streaking across the field. He would have been past the marker as well.
Wow.
As Coach Porter obviously says he was out of bounds as well, but a great job by Crooks there. DeMaje came all the way across the field and he saw his quarterback in trouble.
I will say, though, just the throw and the catch of the effort for that would if that was inbound, that would have been a heck of a play.
Unbelievable play. As second down and 10, 9:18 left. You hear the bands. That's really cool today. I don't know where the crowd mic is just on one day. I don't know. Bragging the shotgun. Nemo will be the back in the game. 4 receivers set, 2 on either side. Flag on the play.
Delay a game.
Delay a game against the Raiders. Again with this, this is not delay a game. This is delay a game. This is I'm giving you a hug. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Second down and 15, though. The Raiders hurt themselves. They got to get about half of it right here. As Yarborough does line up in the slot, and here comes down the DB. We'll see. Bragg looking to throw. Drops back, looking to take a shot. He steps up in the pocket, looking to run. Ball is out. It looks like Emerald's got it. Emerald's going to have it. Raider defense comes back out. They're in trouble. A whole lot of trouble. Just got to throw the ball away.
Yeah,
right
I'm about to say that again. That's a young mistake. You know, you got to get rid of the ball being that close to the end zone. So
it's a costly fumble there from the young quarterback. Raider defense backed up deep. I don't get why that play clock's not running already. But
there it goes.
I mean, it's only officiating. We'll see. The defense is going to have a shot to kind of make some noise right here. They force Emerald to 3 right here. It's like, all right,
yeah.
we got it tonight. Heidel be in the shotgun, both backs in the game. Dean and Foster, they'll go outside to Dean. Dean going off the right side. Raiders in the area. Dean's not going to get there. He'll pick up a yard or 2. Second and goal. Good tackle by Denari there. Denari Lee Jackson starting to play both ways now. Emerald receiver there. That's number 84. Colson Marino was a little shaken up there, but he'll stay in the game. We'll see what they got. Second and goal. Both backs will stay in the game. Foster and Dean. Height will stay in a shotgun. Height in a shotgun. Going Foster this time. Foster, though, is going to tumble his way.
No.
No. Oh, ball is out, potentially. We'll see. Is the ball out? Raider defense bouncing up and down. Is the ball out? We wait for the call on the field. Is it out? Is it out? We'll see. Still no call. No call on the field. They're still talking it over, man. It never works out for us when that happens, so I'm just going to stop being excited. We'll see. And the Raiders are excited again. Is it Raider football? Ball is out on the goal line. Oh, man.
Nice.
Defense comes up with the stand there,
Nice.
Thomas. There it is.
Nice.
Oh, man. Ball is out. Raider ball. Deep in their own territory, though. That's not good. But no points.
No points. No points. And one thing that kills me, the hesitation of the refs. Come on, that takes too long. That takes way too long. Come on.
First and 10 from the 2, though. Not a great spot to start from. We've started this deep before today. Maybe not the 2, but we have started pretty deep on the Crooks catch. Caught it about the 7. Raider offense has got to get something going. They got a gift right there, as we'll see. Bragg in his shotgun. Inside give. Nemo's going nowhere. And are they going to say he got out of the end zone? They're going to say it's a safety. Nemo unable to get out of the end zone. Emerald takes points first, 2-0, and they're going to get the ball. Again, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, right there, I mean, the line, you know, and again, I'm not the person to point fingers, but, you know, I got 10 of them. But, I mean, that's the line. The line, you know, you're that close. Of course, you know, I'm pretty sure they're smart guys. You know they're going to send a house. You know, you're on the 2-yard line. You know what I mean? If that. So, come on. You know, you gotta hold up. You know, you're in shotgun. Like I said, most times people aren't going on the center because it's right in the face, too. Yeah. So, come on. You know, like I said.
I tell you what, you got to think, though, Coach Porter probably is a little more hesitant to put the ball in his quarterback's hands following that fumble deep in their own territory.
Yeah, it is tough, like I said, especially when you don't have that much time to get rid of the ball.
Exactly.
You know, and so, you know, you're that far back in the end zone, any small mistake just like that, you know. But, again, you would take 2 points rather than, you know, 6 or 7. So, that's okay.
Well, we'll see how deep that Franklin can kick it. I just got an update from our friends over in the booth. We got ham biscuits today and banana pudding at halftime.
Oh, okay, then. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, people listening at home. You're gonna have to remember that too. You're gonna have to get over and get you some. Andrew, you might have to come up here as well. I don't know. He pointed a hand up. Raiders gonna kick it though, back to the Vikings with 7:58 left. Franklin a bomb there. That's back deep over all their heads. Emerald's gonna have to trace it back, and they're gonna catch it at the 10. On the return is Brewer. He's going to return it. Be tackled inside the 30. Great job by Brock Franklin. They'll call it down at the 30, though. That's great. But you got to get another stop, defense. We'll see what you got. Emerald's had nothing doing today on offense. Let's hope that trend continues, as the Raiders' game plan has at least worked to effect. The players have kind of played up to that.
Yeah.
Again, in that shotgun with the coaches, I don't know how do you get, or in not the shotgun, in the huddle with the coaches. I don't know how you get away with that. The new age of football.
I was going to say new wave of football. You don't see it too often. I mean,
inside give as breaking tackles is Dean. He'll pick up about half of what he needs. He'll get about 6 there to the 36. 4 yards to go. Second down and 4. Time's going. We got about 7.5 minutes in the half. Raiders are going to get the ball out of the half, so you got to hope you get a stop. You go down and get some points too. You know you're getting the ball out of half. Do something with that.
You got to do something with it. Like I said, and that's one thing the Raiders, we ain't really did. I mean, like I said, y'all, bro, he's got a big play, but we ain't really set up nothing consistent right now.
Not at all. Second down and 4. Got to believe it's another carry. Looked like another false start there. Nice. Short of the line.
No, he's short.
Dean, short by about a yard. Picks up 3. Third down and 1. You got to think this is 4-down territory for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Inside give to Dean right here is probably a lot of what they got here.
And again,
we'll see.
I can see them being cute right here and sliding out the tight end, try to go for a pass.
As here they go. Height, looking to see what they got. Looking to see what the backers are going to do here. 3rd and 1. See what they got. Inside give, and he's tackled behind the line.
He's short. He's short.
Oh, man, about a half a yard. This guy over here, I hope he doesn't step forward. If he steps forward,
no,
that's
short.
again, he's short. He is short. 4th down. What a tackle by Nemo. He is well short. He is well short. Emerald's going to go for it, though, no matter what.
Yeah.
He lost a yard. Again, this talking over, you got to go with it. As they're saying to blow the clock dead here. An official timeout on the field here. I guess they're going to talk it over. And you know how official timeouts go for us. I think our first positive went for us today. So we're going to step aside. While the officials talk it over, you're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Hey kids, what makes someone a good friend? Join us at Chestnut Ridge Baptist Church to learn about the best friend you will ever find. His name is Jesus. We have lots of opportunities like Awana, Sunday School, Children's Choir, and special events for you to hear about him. Check out our website at www.chestnutridgechurch.org to find out more information, or call 684-682-2548. We hope to see you soon.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
Well, Andrew, we're going to pan it straight down to you. How short? That ball was short from our angle. I don't know what you saw. Go ahead.
Yeah, it looked short to me. I wasn't right on top of it, so maybe there was an inch of it. Give.
Quarterback carry there for Height. He's met by a couple of Raiders. He'll pick up about 4 there on the ground. As we're under 6 minutes. Your defense has got to find a way to get back off the field again. He'll pick up 4 on the carry. Again, the referees continue to strike. And I'm not one to make excuses, but these guys have had a big hand in a lot of the decisions. It's not been. I'm not saying the Raiders would win a game here or there, but tonight it's probably going to come down to it. And a play like that, that's costly.
Yeah.
Very much costly. Just glad they gave us the fumble finally. They didn't give us the 2 at Fountain Inn. That was unbelievable. I still have no clue how that happened. But they called ours a fumble over here, so, I mean, not the same crew. But looking to pass is Height. Heights got it all boxed, it looks like, but he finds his tight end there past the sticks. Is Rakevius Logan there, big target in the middle of the field right there, is number 11. They'll pick up the first down. Time keeps going. Is not at all what you wanted to see. They keep rolling them out, and defense just looks like they got it all up, and then the guy slips away from a linebacker.
Yep.
Is first and 10 from the 40. We'll see what they got here. They love to see kind of go on two some, kind of see what the Raiders are going to do. They've done that a lot. Is height inside give. Raiders were there, but
Holding.
as there's a breakaway run, but I believe that one's going to be called back. As that one's coming back. And I think everybody saw that one as Nemo Fernandez was grabbed on his shoulder pad right there. As don't play the fight song yet. It's going to be backed up. They'll be backed up now to midfield. First down and 20 with 4:43 left in the half. Raiders get a gift right there on a hold that they actually called. So that's been one of the things, though, that they actually have called. They've given us the benefit of the doubt on a lot of holds, I feel like.
Yeah. And again,
go ahead.
Speed up the middle, man. Like I said, it's like when you're fast, especially with like I said, Fernandez guys. I mean, it's tough. Like I said, you're gonna hold, especially when they're getting upfield. Like you're probably gonna hold. So you're gonna see that quite often tonight, I feel like.
First down and 19 from the 49. 4.5 minutes left in the half. Hyde will be in the shotgun. Dean will be the back right to his left. Going to give it to Dean. Dean nowhere to go. A lot of Raiders in the area, but he is pushed forward there. I didn't know they could push forward. I'm just kidding. He wasn't engaged, but he gets close to the original sticks there. Logan Martin, a good tackle. Makes it second down and 11. As we'll see here with 4 minutes and ticking. They're getting a good push from that middle group and not have no extra guys. I mean, I guess 11 has been more, that's Logan, has been more of a flex tight end type of aspect. Just kind of. They do have some bigger receivers, 11 kind of being that guy, and then number 17, that is Kamel Hill. They're going to go inside to Foster here. No, they're going to go keeper. Height's going to keep it that time, and he might go all the way, and he is. Touchdown. Bo Height's going to go all the way. There it is. They finally keep one, and that results in a touchdown for the quarterback. Emerald takes a bigger lead here, 8-0. We'll see if they go for 2. We'll see. Nope, they're going to go for the point after attempt. As Height is also the kicker. Looks like Clinton out there. One of my buddies used to do that at Clinton. The Raiders are coming to block it. Height makes the point after. 9-0 in favor of Emerald with 3.5 minutes left. Will the Raider offense do anything to help themselves to start the second half? We'll see. But you got to think they want to do something. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't see the Raiders laying down anytime soon. Like I said, the defense has been playing good for the most part. Like I said, I mean, still running the ball. They're allowing the run game to break out better than I want. But like I said, the offense got to get rolling. We put some points on the board. This is a ball game. It's 9-0.
I mean, the defense has continued to stop them until that's the first drive that Emerald scored on. Obviously a big carry there. You got to respect it now. They've made the Raiders now have to respect that potential keeper from the quarterback. But I don't see them going back to that anytime soon. They're going to try to still establish that run game. But, Andrew, we're going to pan it out to you real quick for an Angela Marlette sideline report. How are things on the sideline right now?
Hey, obviously not the first drive that's been a little bit disappointing following up the safety, but a lot of energy on the sideline. The offense knows this is their moment. This is their time. Frustrated these last 2 drives. They know they've got to make something happen right here.
Thank you, Andrew. They have the right to be frustrated. Just a bunch of just bone-crushing mistakes. Not scoring on the goal line and unable to do such. Is there a personal foul called against Lawrence?
Against the Raiders.
It looks like it. I don't know what the foul was, but Emerald will kick this thing from the other side of the 50 at the 40 of the Raiders. Got to think this one's probably just going to go out the back now. It's kicking for the Vikings here is number 74, Isaiah Del Cid Castillo. We'll see what he's got here on this kickoff. Here comes the kick. A high kick going towards the end zone. Just get out of the way. As Young will catch it, though, in the end zone. Touchback. Raiders will set up shop from the 20. Logan Bragg, a lot of expectation this drive. It's been a full year. The defense has continued to go out there and play well, well enough, especially this half, to keep it close. You got to have their back right here.
You do.
You got to prove to them you can put points up on the board to win this game.
That's it.
As Raiders will come out now. Again, they'll go with a bunch set down here at the bottom of your screen, something we really hadn't seen a lot of. See what they got here. Bragg pitches it out to Nemo. Nemo shifting back to his right, cutting up the field. Nemo, we got one guy to beat. He won't beat him, but he'll pass to the 30. First down, Nemo Fernandez. Great carry there from Nemo. Had one guy to beat, and that was going to be 6.
One guy to beat. And again, we're running the ball. It's working. It's positive yardage, and it's a run play. It's on the ground, so I love it.
Good carry there on first down. I like when they do that more than the inside gives with our guys anyway.
Yeah.
Let them make a play in space. Instead of letting them run into disaster when you got it. So, Bragg in a shotgun. Another give Nemo. Nemo up the middle.
Nice.
Nemo breaking tackles. A nice carry on first down for Nemo. He crosses the 40. Big carry for Fernandez there. Picks up 6. I believe on the play, they'll say 7. Second down and 3 on the ground for Nemo. 2:50 left. Time still going. Can't leave any time for Emerald to do anything else. That's what you cannot do. Can't turn the ball over. Got to take care of it. Got to get some kind of points. A field goal doesn't kill you. You're a 6-point game, and you get the ball.
Yeah, you get the ball.
So
there
you're all in it. Bragg in a shotgun. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. Shotgun snap. Back to throw here. Looking for Williams on the little curl route. He's carrying guys forward. He gets out of bounds to stop. They'll say to keep it in bounds. A first down brought to you by Self Regional Healthcare. Down near midfield. They'll spot it right on the 50. No, they will not. They'll spot it at the 49. Raiders break the huddle. We're going to be right at 2 minutes. If we were in college or the NFL, we'd have the 2-minute warning right here. But we don't. So press up tight right here on Williams.
They got him
Bragg.
They got him double covered.
Looking to throw, giving Yarber a chance to make a play in space.
Face mask.
It looks like he grabbed the face mask there. But no call there. They'll call him tackled down behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know how you missed that one. That was pretty visible.
Wow.
Got 1:50 left. He'll be tackled behind the line, a loss of 3. Second down and 13. 1:40 left in the half. Raiders got to get the play, and they got to go. Coach Porter's going to call a timeout. He's upset. He should be. They grabbed Yarber by the face mask right there on a no call. Is a timeout with 1:40. We're going to step away here from Casey Hanna. When we return, Raiders will have the ball, threatening to score. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
When it's game time, you can't afford delays. And the same goes for your car. At Valvoline Express Care in Lawrence, we get you in, out, and back on the road fast. No appointment needed. Just drive up and let our certified techs handle your oil change, fluid checks, and preventative maintenance with the care you can trust. Support the team that supports your Raiders. Valvoline Express Care, conveniently located right here in Lawrence on Hillcrest Drive. Drive in today to see Allen and drive out ready for the win.
GoLawrence.com is Lawrence County's daily source for news, sports, and community updates. From Raider scores to breaking stories, we've got it covered. And for local businesses, GoLawrence.com is the premier platform in Lawrence County to promote your business. Stay informed. Stay connected. GoLawrence.com, your source for Lawrence County news. Go Raiders.
Welcome back to Casey Hanna Stadium. Raiders trail 9-0 with 1:40 left in the half. What do you think they're shooting for, the field goal right here? Or you think they're trying to find the end zone?
Anything right here, I feel like any kind of points, like I said, I would probably shoot for the field goal. I mean, I'm trying to go for the field goal.
They get what they want to see there. Low snap. Going back to throw here. He's got a guy open as Fernandez, but the DB steps in front there and intercepts it. Back comes Emerald the other way. There's a flag. Ball's out! Ball's out! Fought on by the Raiders. They're going to get lucky there. A prayer is answered. Raider football. But, oh, man. We got 1:24 left.
We got a block in the back.
We're going to get the block in the back, but that's going to be wiped. Ball's out, so Raiders will get the ball back, thankfully. They just need to take this one to the half. Oh, man. Bragg punches the ball out. That's huge there. Makes up for the INT. Oh, man, that was almost trouble. Yeah, the legal block in the back. They got Bragg on his backside there. But it is going to be Raider football. The fumble wipes off the INT pretty much. Is that going to be added on? Nah, I didn't know. But 1:24. Raiders have the ball following the fumble. That was almost bad.
Yeah, it was almost bad. But, I mean, like I said, even with this field position, I'm kind of like, but no points. No points.
Need to take it to the half.
Yeah, take it to the half now.
Can't. I mean, you're backed up deep. There's not a lot going for us on offense right now. You need a clean slate when we come back out in the second half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 6. Play clock underway. Raiders still in the huddle. Because they had Nemo, he just needed to throw it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Gave the DB a chance to step in front, as that was number 13, Deshaun Brewer, there to intercept that pass and also fumble it. As Bragg in the shotgun. Be an inside give to Nemo. Nemo going left side, banging off blockers. He will cross. He's in open space. He's near midfield. He's got a couple of guys to get by, though. 40, 45, 30, 25, 20. He's got to go. 15, 10, 5, and he is in! Touchdown! The Raiders score! One play! We just need to quit talking. Raiders find the end zone, 1:07 left. Big time touchdown on senior day. 94 yards. Touchdown! Oh, man. I promise I didn't have any Red Bulls for the game today. Big time play.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And we've been needing that, man.
Yeah,
to
we did.
run the ball for it, man, we've been needing that. That's great.
94-yard house call for Nemo.
Wow.
Raiders finally get the momentum they've been needing. They finally get it. Oh, man. Big time play. Nemo Fernandez finding the end zone. Raiders going to add on the point after. Got to get the extra lineman off the field. Here's the snap. Hold and kick is high and good. 9-7 with 1:07 left in the half. Raider defense can't take a step back right here, though. They got to be ready to go as the offensive line, a little celebration down there. Following they get some good blocks. Nemo in a great job navigating through the blocks there to make an unbelievable run there. Oh, man, we're going to pin it down to the sideline. Andrew Corley, what's it like on there right now?
Hey, we've been waiting for that one all year, guys. Been waiting. That's the time to do it. Great to see. I was going to try and talk to Nemo. He's trying to catch his breath.
Well, grab him.
But they called Emerald. There was a little bit of talk going on from the Emerald defense there. They were pretty pleased with themselves on that pick, and it came back to bite them there.
Well, Andrew, you go ahead and grab him if you want to. He's right there in front of you. You go ahead and talk to Nemo.
I'm going to let him catch his breath. He's playing hard out here.
We might get in trouble, too. Coach Porter might get on to us.
That's it. We'll see who's looking at me. I don't know.
Yeah. Great carry there from Nemo. Unbelievable. Raiders back out on defense after this kick. 1:07 left. Can't sleep, though. Cannot go to sleep right here. You got the game where you want them. 2-point game going into half is right where we need it, with a chance to get the ball and go down and do the same thing. One play, 94 yards. All it took was an interception and a fumble.
That's all it took, bro. It's like crazy transitions, but, man, what a fun game.
It's been a fun game. High booming kick from Franklin. Emerald will let it bounce into the end zone. Great kick there by Brock Franklin. Emerald will set up shot from the 20. Bohite comes back out following that long run he had to put Emerald on top, 9-0. As the play clock should start right now, right? Theoretically.
Yeah.
Hey, Nemo.
As you hear those guys on the sideline as Andrew had a hot mic right there. Oh, man, what a carry from the senior. That's a senior day moment right there for that kid.
That is.
And I'll tell you what, that kid's going to make one heck of a coach one day.
Great person. Man,
Awesome person.
he speaks great. You know, I'm jealous of him how well he speaks. I'm like, man, that's great.
Emerald looking like they will throw it here. We'll see. Height will be in the shotgun, 1:07 left. A lot of time in high school football. They're going to look to throw. Throwing out underneath, back to that tight end there. Tackled inbounds there is number 11, Rakevius Logan. We're under a minute, and we're going. Is Emerald going to go quick? No, they're going to use a timeout. 55 seconds left on the clock. We're going to step aside while Emerald talks it over and the Raider defense prepares to see what we're going to do to conclude the half. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Just like the Raiders, great teams start with a strong foundation. At Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission, we're proud to provide clean, reliable water and essential services that keep our community thriving. Whether it's in your home, at your business, or right here under the Friday night lights, you can count on our team to deliver. Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission, serving our neighbors today, building for tomorrow. From our team to yours, go Raiders!
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
Welcome back to KC Hanna Stadium. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones. Unbelievable play right there. Still, finally, the heart's coming back down a little bit after an unbelievable carry by Fernandez there, able to take it 94 yards. Raider defense stops the short pass there for 3. Emerald called a timeout, forced to use one. No motion over receiver. Height looking to roll to his left now. Raiders are all over it again. They got a guy coming behind him. Is he going to be?
Nice.
Oh, ball's hit. What a job. Is that Cheeks?
Cheeks.
Elijah Cheeks pursuing the quarterback. Incomplete. Great play there.
I love the fact that Cheeks went for the ball and not trying to, establish the hit, but I love the fact that he went for the ball, trying to get a strip,
Great job by Cheeks. 3rd down and 7, 47 seconds. I mean, you get an incomplete pass right here. Raiders get the ball back.
Great position.
You're going to get it in a good spot. Then you can play for the field goal. They still have all 3 timeout. No, they have 1 timeout. I'm sorry, I was reading that wrong. Seeing the 3rd down there. Is Height in a shotgun, looking to throw again. Looking to take a shot. A bunch of Raiders are holding there as they tackle. Looking to throw. Raiders in the area.
Nice.
Incomplete. 4th down. Raiders clock stops. 40 seconds. They're gonna, you would assume they got to punt it right here. They don't get it right here. They turn over, give the Raiders a shot. Emerald will bring out their punt team right here. Height will punt it. Back deep will be Crooks. A big return sets up more points. You got 40 seconds. You got a timeout.
I can feel it. I think, because Crooks, if we can get up to probably, somewhere, I say about the 35, 30, we're good. We're good. Because
Franklin's got a leg.
Yeah, he does.
Here we go. 4th down. Raiders are not taking this one lightly. They're in more of that safety formation, looking to punt. Height, not a good punt. Not a good punt. Not a good punt. Out of bounds. Is at the 47. 34 seconds. Great field position for the Raiders. Got to use the sideline. Those comebacks are going to be important right here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We're going to pan it down again. Angela Marlette, sideline report. Andrew Corley, man, the defense. What a stop.
Hey, I think the defense might have been tired of hearing Thomas talk about them. They have come out with fire tonight.
Well, I'm going to keep talking. Don't disappoint me.
Thomas isn't going to be okay unless they get a 0, Andrew.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe keep on them, keep the motivation going, but got to love what we've seen this half.
You for sure do. Raiders fighting to keep their season alive. Bragg will be in the shotgun. Nemo behind him. Bragg looking to throw. Taking a deep shot down the field. He's got Williams over 2 guys. Incomplete. There were 3 guys in the area. Just needed to put a little bit more air under that and give Williams a chance here.
I would have loved for that play right there. I would have loved for William to go for a fade ball instead of a post. I understand, because their safety just dropped back. Like I said, in the backside safety dropped to the middle of the field as well. Take it to the sideline because if you do catch the ball, you just get out of bounds.
Don't have to waste that last time out. 28 seconds, 2nd down and 10. Raiders got it at the at their own 47. DBs are playing tight right here, though.
Yeah, but they're playing that number, them high safeties right over top.
We're ready for it. Bragg rolling to his right, looking to throw, throwing it out of bounds. 21 seconds left. 3rd and 10. Nobody was ready for that play except the center. You love those, though, because at the same time, it's not a false start.
It's not a false start.
It's just a nobody's ready.
That's it. That's all it is.
3rd down and 10. Emerald's got 2 timeouts. See what they do here. Coach Porter is going to use his final timeout, and they're going to talk it over. And we're going to step aside, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Looking for out-of-this-world fun right here in Lawrence? Big Air Lawrence has you covered. Jump into action with all attractions included, plus daily deals like 2 for Tuesdays, Midday Madness, and Cosmic Night every Friday and Saturday with black lights, bass, and non-stop excitement. Planning a birthday or group event? Big Air makes it easy with customizable party packages and group rates for up to 400 jumpers. Big Air Lawrence, where the whole community comes to play. Visit bigairusa.com/Lawrence for details. And as always, go Raiders.
Furman Ford is a proud supporter of Lawrence Raider football. We are your hometown Ford dealer that knows you by name and is here for your vehicle purchasing and service needs. Whether it's buying a new or pre-owned car or getting your current vehicle repaired and road ready, a member of the Furman Ford team is here to assist. Shop today and experience the difference that a true family-owned business can make. Furman Ford is a locally owned and operated business that has supported Lawrence County and Raider football since 2003. Furman Ford is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase or if your vehicle needs repairs.
Welcome back to KC Hanna Stadium. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones, 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. We'll see what they do here if they elect to run it. See if they'll get them to burn. They are going to pitch it. Nemo looking to throw here. They give him the option, throwing over the middle. Pass complete.
Oh, hurry up. Got to hurry up.
Pass is complete there to DeMaje Crooks. Raiders pick it up 16.2. They got to spike it right here. Yep, they'll spike the football.
That should be a flag.
14.
That should be a flag on the defense. You can't dive at you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't.
14.8. You got to feel like you feel good if you get to the 30.
Yeah, you do. I'm still stuck on what the defensive guy did. You can't do that.
Raiders now in Emerald territory at the 40. Bragg in a shotgun. Nemo is the back. He's looking to throw here. Throwing at the sideline, just out of the outstretched arms, the intended receiver. Yarborough incomplete with 11.3 left in the half. It's been a long 2 minutes.
It has, but I mean, the game is going, it's going. I like it.
As we'll see what they do here. 11 seconds left. Raiders taking their time. Play clock's at 20. They got to go. 15 seconds on the play clock. They break the huddle. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. 11 seconds left. Bragg will be in a shotgun. Nemo will be the back in the game to his right. They're moving receivers over. They got 5 seconds left. They got to get set. 3, 2, 1. Ball snap is off. Bragg looking to roll. Throwing now. He's gonna look to throw. Throwing ball is tipped and incomplete. As the clock's still running. Should have stopped that at about 8.5. 4th down for the Raiders. We'll see what they elect to do right here. You got 7 seconds. I don't know if Franklin's got the leg from this far, or if we got the field goal team to hold it up long enough for him to make a kick of this far. It's a long way. We'll see what they do. Raiders may take a Hail Mary attempt right here.
I'd probably just run the ball. Run it or, something. Take it in the halftime, but, hey, if it's there, they see it.
We'll see what they do right here. It'll be interesting. Emerald doesn't really have anybody deep. See what they do. Rolling out Fernandez. Bragg dropping back to throw. Looking to throw. Oh, that's a face mask. As that's going to give him a 1st down. That's going to give him 15 yards.
Yeah.
That is a 15-yard penalty. That's going to put us at 25 with a field goal attempt.
But see, the crazy thing about it is I don't know if that's an offset penalty because before we hiked the ball, the clock was at 0. But I don't know if they didn't put any more time on because I saw the referee at the bottom going up like that saying put more time on the clock. But
it's going to be a face mask. If it's offsetting, it is a replay of down.
It is a replay of down.
And you got 2 seconds left. You just throw that thing as far as you can to the end zone. We'll see. As the referees continue to talk this one over, it has been a show to watch all year, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They're going to offset. We'll see. We're awaiting the call still. As we'll see. Illegal shift. That's a legal shift.
Raiders, personal foul face mask is the call against.
Yep, penalties are offset. They're on the penalties on either side. Replay a 4th down from the 40. 2.9 left. Are they going to give Franklin a chance? Nah.
No.
I don't know. If you got that little time, you don't want to let them block it.
Yeah, you don't want no block.
We'll see what they got right here. As you got a lot of chirpiness here between the two teams. See what we got right here. Raider fans on their feet. They're trying to get Raider football fans trying to get their guys on their feet. Here they come. Raider offense. They needed to be quiet. They're on offense. Come on, guys. 2.9 left. We'll see what the play call is right here. Bragg's going to be in the shotgun. Here we go. One play to end the half. You got one-on-one right here with your biggest receiver. Let's see what happens. Bragg calling for it. Gives to Nemo. Nemo's made a couple of misses. He's going to pass the 30, and then he is going to be tackled. As that's going to end our first half. Raiders will have it when we return. But ladies and gentlemen, we have Coach Lawson Jordan joining us for the halftime show. Take it away, Coach Jordan.
PRTC is a proud supporter of the Lawrence Raider football team, the Raider Band, and the Raider Cheerleaders. We have been your local telecommunications provider for over 70 years. PRTC is committed to keeping our community connected. From dependable high-speed internet to crystal-clear phone service, our team right here in Lawrence stands ready to keep homes, businesses, and Raider fans online and in touch under the Friday night lights and beyond. PRTC, serving Lawrence County with hometown values and cutting-edge communications. Go Raiders.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PRTC Halftime Show. As always, I am Jackson Edwards, and with me today for our final halftime show of the year, I have the reigning Upper State champion, head coach himself, Coach Lawson Jordan. How are we today?
We're good, man. Hanging in there.
Well, it's a little bit of a rainy day today. It seems like it's kind of like that everywhere. It's been a little bit of a slowish day. But you know what? I hope today you're going to get to bring a little bit of hype to Raider Wrestling again as you look to continue this program that you have continued to build year in and year out. Let's start with last year, Coach. A phenomenal year. Uber close to a state title. The only way you could have finished last year better was by winning the whole thing. A great year from multiple wrestlers on your team. Just kind of talk to me about the team you had last year and what made those guys successful.
Man, last year's team was really special. It was a big group of seniors with a couple underclassmen that were in the wrestling room all summer, going to camp, working out with me every day, whether it was small group or whole group. Those core 14 guys were in the room every single day working out. And it was a family, they had each other's back. The leadership I had was unfathomable. Just that amount of leadership on one team, I could have asked any of those seniors to be a captain, and they were. They could lead.
Well, Coach, talk to me about that run in the playoffs. Obviously, a fantastic year. You got to win the region. Just talk to me about your road all the way to that state title berth that you had last year.
Well, we knew if we could beat Fountain Inn in the region that we would set ourselves up nice for playoff. Obviously, we lost to TR early in the year, and then we kind of wrote up a game plan if everything went our way, we would win by 1 point in the Upper State semis. So, we started out with AC Flora and Lancaster in the first 2 rounds, and, they had some tough guys that were there. And, obviously the senior leadership from Layden Gentry, who's at Coker University right now, and Jonathan Tagawada, who is over at Coker University. Both are in the wrestle-offs. And having those 4 guys back to back to back like that was really crucial in the middleweights. But then we had to wrestle TR at home. We kind of lucked out and let that be a home match. And, man, the community really showed up and made it loud. And, the game plan kind of came out perfect. We started where we wanted, and we won the match 34-33 after being down 11 in the last 4 matches. The good news is the final 4 matches were Dakota McCall, Michael Aiken, Layden Gentry, and Jonathan Panglotta. So that's kind of how we wanted it. We lucked out, and we got the way we wanted, and we were able to win that match. And then we had a region finals rematch with Fountain Inn in the Upper State Championship, where we kind of had a better understanding of the lineup after the first time, and we were kind of able to take advantage of that and win the Upper State title.
Well, talk to me about, obviously you got that taste of what the state title or what the state championship kind of got to feel like. Talk to me about some things that you learned as a coach that you're going to implement here going forward if your team were to reach that mountaintop again.
I've learned be patient. They're going to come around. I can't sit there and drive into them state championships to go every 5 minutes. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, but you got to lay a brick every second. That's kind of our mentality. It's a blue-collar mentality. We come in every day and we work, and we're laying those bricks, and I'm hoping that this year these guys, the two underclassmen who were a part of that state championship, upper state championship team, are now going to be able to lead in state qualifiers. Abel Miles, who is a sophomore, and junior Crisley Martin, who were both state qualifiers last year as underclassmen. So hoping for big years out of these guys, and we got some bigger, younger guys coming up as well that I'm really excited to see wrestle.
Well, talk to me about, obviously, season's coming this year. Talk to me about what you got this year, some highlights of some people that are going you look to be a cornerstone for what you have going this year.
Yeah, for sure. Crisley Martin is going to wrestle his third year at 106. I'm kind of happy he's not grown too much. He's going to have to cut a little bit this year, but Crisley Martin, he has 95 career wins as a junior. He might be the most winning wrestler in Lawrence history if he stays on, except for his counterpart, Abel Miles, who was a freshman state qualifier last year. He has a chance to be the first ever four-time state qualifier in Lawrence history. He went 42-11 last year for us as a freshman, and we're really hoping to see him, hopefully make the top of the podium. Some young guys that are coming up, Sammy Parsons, he's been wrestling since he was 4, been with me since I've been in Lawrence. He won a middle school state title last year, so we're expecting a big year from Samuel Parsons at 165. Isaiah Fernandez at 190. He won a JV state title last year, and last year I told it to everybody, Anthony Priestley was my senior who had earned his right to go to state, and he did, and I'm happy he did, but I could have put Isaiah in at 190, and he could have made a run at state as well, which made me feel really good about Isaiah at the end of the year. All these guys went to Citadel Camp with us, worked really hard. We got senior Austin McCall, who's Dakota and Kai, who were big pieces last year. Their cousin, it's finally his year. He's been behind Dakota for 3 years. Sucks, but at the same time, he's been waiting to get this opportunity, and now he has it. Got some Cameron Caudell. We got him last year from Kentucky. He wrestled middle school for us. Was a middle school state qualifier, so we're hoping to see what he can do on the varsity ranks. So we got some, big names that we're hoping to see, and obviously we got a football-loaded team, which we love that our guys do 2 sports, and it's the best sport to translate to the other one is football and wrestling. So we're hoping these guys come in ready to work, and I'm excited to see Nemo Fernandez wrestle right behind his brother this year, Isaiah. At 2 different weight classes. I think it's going to throw a lot of coaches off because they look very similar. They almost look like twins. So having Nemo and Isaiah back to back should be fun this year.
Well, obviously you had a women state title winner in Emily Riopel. I can't remember how many she had won. I remember you saying that before, but she had a fantastic career under you at the helm at Lawrence. Do you have any new girls that you tried to recruit to come out and maybe make that next step on that side?
It's going to be a new crop of girls. I think right now we're sitting around maybe 5 or 6. Hopefully we're going to hope they can stick it out. All of them are brand new, so we're hoping to build on them and let them have what Emily had. Emily won 1 state title, 3-time state finalist, and she took 4th her senior year. But she also placed at the hardest countries in the tournament, and that's what got her ranked number 20 in the nation. She's currently off at Randolph College in Virginia. And, she's not paying for school, and she's enjoying it being on that wrestling team. So we're looking forward to her wrestle off coming up. And we're just hoping the girls this year kind of follow in her footsteps and really stick with the program. Because, if they go through it, they're going to come out all the better. So we're hoping that's going to make a big difference for them.
Well, Coach, what are your expectations for this season? Where do you see this team at the end of the year when the final whistle's blown?
Well, I would love to say we're going to be right back wrestling for a state title. And I know there's been a lot of transfers around, especially in the Greenville area with TR. And, Fountain Inn's got some guys, and those are our toughest competition. May River's still tough. But I want us to think, like we're going to be young, but we're going to be really, really scrappy. Like, if they come to wrestle us, they're going to know that they went through a fight. Like, they're not going to come off the mat not tired. Like we're going to go head-to-head every single match and give it all we got. I would love to say, like maybe we take some lumps at the beginning, but we finally click near the end. My goal right now is past the second round of playoffs and 8 individual state qualifiers right now, and hopefully try to make a run for another region title.
Well, a very lofty goal, and that's fantastic to hear coming from you, Coach. Well, obviously, you have turned this wrestling program at LDHS into one of the prominent ones in the state. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have put this team and this program in a position to be successful for a very long time. Where do you accredit that to? Was it a coach? Was it somebody that's helped you along the way? Where did you get this knowledge to be able to turn a program into a powerhouse like you've done at Lawrence?
I think, my dad, kind of instilled those values in me with he didn't wrestle, not on the wrestling side, but just on being a coach. He was a soccer coach, and Coach Jason Jordan is my dad, and I feel like he gave me a lot of those tools and like how to be a coach and how to treat my team like a family, and you got to be strict at times, but at the same time, like also be that guy that can hear the kids out. But my wrestling goal was Coach Ed Coles, who's he used to coach at Eastside back in like the 70s and 80s, won multiple state titles there, but he retired in Myrtle Beach, where I'm from, and he ended up being a volunteer coach at Sockasty High School, where I was coaching my first couple years coaching, and I was under his wing, and he taught me how the Eastside program was ran and how he did it. And I think Ed Coles has probably been my biggest mentor in wrestling, because he just kind of, gave me an example of how the technique I wanted to teach and how I wanted to carry myself as a coach. So I think Ed Coles was my goal, because at the end of the day, I want Lawrence to be one of the most annoying teams to every team in the state. I want us hanging up banners every year to where we're running out of room and we got to hang more. I want Lawrence wrestling to be prominent for the next 30 to 35 years, even after I'm gone. Like somebody else takes over, but it's a blue chip program. Like you fall in line, you take it, and then you keep it going the way it is, and it'll stay prominent. The youth club is good right now. There's tons of numbers in it. So that's kind of like my inspirations when it comes to coaching, and then what I hope to happen after the next couple of years.
Well, Coach, a little shift in topic before I get to my final question. You were named the cross-country coach. Well, I don't know if this was your first or second year, but talk about that team and what you've learned from that in your couple of years there. I saw that you had a third-place finish in the region. That's fantastic, and I would say pretty tough cross-country region. Just talk to me about that, just some things you've learned from being on that side of athletics.
For sure. Cross-country was not something I was originally going to coach, but people did find out I was all-state in cross-country in high school, and they needed a coach. So I am not all-state anymore. I promise. My run's not there anymore. But I did take over of cross-country, and the guys work really hard. It's a sport. It's a self-motivated sport, and you really got to push yourself. We had Cody Patterson with a PR of 16:28 in the region. He took third, and Hunter Power with a PR of 16:38. He's a junior, and he took fourth in the region. So, they came in back-to-back, and they're both on the pace for all-state times. We're hoping with the individual state qualifier and with the team state qualifier coming up on November 7th in Newberry.
Well, Coach, final question I got for you today. What does it mean to you to get to wear that Diamond L every day? What does that mean to Coach Jordan to be the head of Raider Wrestling at LDHS?
I think it's really, really special. That Diamond L, I didn't think was for me at the beginning. I remember I was looking to be a head coach. I've been an assistant for a few years, and I talked to Coach Spires, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if Lawrence for me. It's all the way across the state. I think I'm going to maybe take the Ashley Ridge job. He was like, just bring your wife up here and come hang out, come meet the kids. And so we did. Me and my wife drove up here and met Coach Spires, and we had lunch, and something just felt right about the community. And it's just a community you want to win for. Like, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a Quidditch team, like what they did in Harry Potter. If they make state in it, people are going to come out in Lawrence to support them. Like, the community backs their athletics, and they just want to see the athletics thrive. We all do. All the coaches here do. And I think the part about wearing Diamond L is something bigger than yourself. It's a family. And, like, we say it all the time, like, once a Raider, always a Raider. It's something like I told all my guys that graduated last year and Emily Riopel, I'm always one call Ray. Like, this team is a family. This Diamond L means something to us. And I think that's just part of it. And, you know, I had a deal with my kids last year. If we made it to state, I should have said if we won state, but I told them if we made it to state because they never done it before, me and all my assistant coaches would get a 5-5 tattoo. So we made it to state. So now I have a 5-5 tattoo for life. So I'm hoping that this is going to be my prominent spot for the next many, many years to come, because now, you know, it's on me forever. So.
Well, Coach Jordan, I really appreciate your time. You have put Lawrence Wrestling in a position that no one's ever seen. You have built a program, not just a season winner, but a legit program at LDHS, something that can carry on for forever. You've done a phenomenal job with that. All I hear is praise about you, Coach. I've heard so many great things about you. I'm glad we finally got to talk a little bit. But just so you know, I'm going to have to get ready to, I guess, to do some play-by-play of a wrestling event. We might have to sit down and do something like that, because if y'all are going to the playoffs, I'm going to have to follow you this year.
Hey, we got I've never missed playoffs before. I don't plan on starting this year in my coaching career, so we'll be there. We got plenty of home matches this year, man, so I'd love to have you come out and do the walkout songs for my guys and maybe do some commentary throughout the match. That'd be awesome.
Well, we'll get it done, Coach, and I just want you to know you got my support. You got my team's support, and if there's anything we can ever do for you or ever help to get Lawrence Wrestling back out there, you just let us know, because we want to support you and we want to support what you're about at LDHS. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate Coach Lawson Jordan for being on the show today, and that's all we have for halftime. So we'll catch you back with the action.
PRTC is a proud supporter of the Lawrence Raider football team, the Raider Band, and the Raider cheerleaders. We have been your local telecommunications provider for over 70 years. PRTC is committed to keeping our community connected. From dependable high-speed internet to crystal-clear phone service, our team right here in Lawrence stands ready to keep homes, businesses, and Raider fans online and in touch under the Friday night lights and beyond. PRTC, serving Lawrence County with hometown values and cutting-edge communications. Go Raiders.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on! Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Angela Marlette is your local State Farm agent in Lawrence. Call or visit for a free quote. Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Casey Hanna Stadium. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones. We are just under a minute before the Raiders are going to get the football again for the second half. Kickoff today brought to you by Valvoline Express Care. We appreciate our sponsors, as always, for riding with us through this entire season as we now prepare for basketball season come up here in a few short weeks. Thomas, let's talk about some second half thoughts. What's going to have to happen for the Raiders to be on the right side of the win column tonight?
Well, I mean, we showed signs of it towards the end of second quarter. Got to be able to run the ball. And we got to continue to get off the field on third down on the defensive side of the ball. So, I mean, like I said, those two things, one on offense, one on defense, you do that, you find yourself in a pretty good chance to win this game, or, you come across with a big lead, you know what I'm saying? So I think we got to do those.
Well, it's definitely important for us to start this half on the right hand. That's going down and scoring, finding some kind of points. Because at the bare minimum, if you find points, you still are winning the football game.
Yeah.
So you just gotta go out with a lot of confidence. We're going to pan it down to the sideline, Andrew Corley. Andrew, what are your thoughts? What's it going to take for us to come out on top?
Hey, guys, you've said it. We got to start strong. Got to get the ball into the end zone. Got to put the pressure back on Emerald. Get them in the possession where they've got to make something happen. We've seen already, one, the defense can hang with them. They've proven that. And two, for whatever reason, they're not going to sit there and just hand off every time, try to ram it down our throats. They're going to give us opportunities, and I think if we can get ahead, we can get them more into that position where they're starting to tense up. We can make something happen.
Well, we'll see, Andrew. I hope you are right about that one, as Mason Young will be back deep along with DeMaje Crooks to return the opening the opening of the second half kickoff, brought to you by Valvoline Express Care. As here is the kick there. That is, again, number 74, Isaiah Del Cid Castillo. Here comes the kick. Castillo's kick is a high one, a good one. It's going right towards Mason Young. Young catches it at his own 15. The 20, he's got a lot of room. Gets to the sideline, 30, 35, 40 before he's pushed out of bounds. Good return for the young returnman of the Raiders right there to start the second half. As the Raider offense will be on the right side of the field right here. They'll start at the 40. Say he did get out of bounds.
Right at the 40. That's a great return, though.
Great return. Able to kind of bounce outside. Saw a lot of room. Was able to get out there and make some plays. Be able to get outside of the defenders. Bragg will be in the shotgun. He'll be joined by Nemo Fernandez, who had a massive play near the end of the second quarter. Bragg will be in the shotgun. Two receivers set on either side. A lot of that today. Going Nemo up the middle. Nemo is going to grab about 3, I believe. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like he's down at the 43. They will spot it at the 43. 3-yard pickup on first down. Second down and 7 for the Raiders. Good start.
Great start. I mean, like I said, good start. Like I said, positive yardage. Like I said, Nemo is coming downhill. Like I said, any broken tackle, it's a touchdown, so I like the way he's running the ball right now.
We'll see what they got right here. Second down and 7. Bragg in a shotgun. Looking to throw it out to the boundary. Crooks makes one guy. Makes him miss. Going down. Hurdles another.
Nice.
Before he's close to the 50. They'll spot it at the 49. Big pickup, making it third and a lot more manageable. Looks like a third and well, they'll back up about a yard. They'll call it at the 48. Be 3rd and 2 here. 11:05 left in the third quarter. Go ahead.
Still positive about Crooks. Like I said, that play could have easily turned into a loss of yards right there, and he definitely turned into something positive. Like I said, and that's his first target on there's something positive, not out of bounds. So that's good.
Bragg in a shotgun. We'll see what they do. They're going Nemo. Nemo off the left side. He falls forward to the 49. 4th down and about 1 here. We'll see what Coach Porter decides to do right here. You're kind of in that no man's land area. Or maybe they do punch their card and go for it right here. They need a yard.
I go for it.
As Bragg is telling them to stay on the field. He says he's got it. We'll see. 4th down and a very short one right here. They're on the half side of the 49. They need a yard. We'll see how bad they want it. Emerald got a lot of guys in the box. We'll see what they do. Bragg calls for it. Inside give. Nemo going to the left. He passes a 50. He's got the first down and more into Emerald territory at the 47. Great carry by Nemo Fernandez. Picks up the first down. Brought to you by Self Regional Healthcare. He's very good up front right there.
Yeah, very good. Like I said, this is a game. Like I said, the seniors, hey, win or go home. You got there's something in the back of your mind every play.
You want to keep playing or not?
Exactly.
Is Bragg still in the shotgun. Nemo still the back in the game. They'll stay with that tight end set as Crooks has come in the game at tight end. Bragg in the shotgun. Inside give to Nemo as Emerald's there. Nemo pushing forward. Nice. Crossing the 45. Powerful run by the senior Fernandez right there. Picking up 2. to the 45. Second down and 8. 9:50 left in the third quarter. 9-7 in favor of Emerald. It's weird to say 9 first. I mean,
It is.
9-7. The safety and the touchdown as Bragg will be in the shotgun. Fernandez will be the back to his left. Still with the tight end set. Bragg in the shotgun, calls for it. Looking to throw here. There's the little Yarborough's got blockers. Passing the 40. We'll say he got to the 38, I believe. Good catch and run there. I think he waited a little bit longer than he needed to.
Yeah, I mean, just to see what hold a hit right here. But again, this is still 2-down territory right here. You know, hand it off.
Third and a long 2. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Taking their time. We'll see what they do right here. It's got to be Nemo twice, I feel like.
Yeah.
You got to make them beat you twice with Nemo. Unless you go backwards right here. Bragg calling for it. Give to Nemo. Nemo up the middle. Pushes forward. I believe he's got it. He's crossing the 35. Still on his feet before they blow the play dead at the 35. Another first down for Nemo Fernandez. Brought to you by Self Regional Healthcare. Raiders on the move at the 35. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is my second time. Let me hush. But these are the drives that break a defense down. Those slow drive, you know, just getting yards here and there. You know, like I said, this is the time where, you know, the defensive coordinator, the head coach, they got to burn those timeouts because you got to regroup the defense. So I'm glad the Raiders are having these kind of drives because you don't see this often. So that's good. Keep it going.
Keeping the defense on the field. Again, Emerald, they're a bigger team, but they still got a lot of guys playing both ways as well. As there's a false start. Looked like the right tackle moved there. False start, not good there. It's just going to back him up to the 40. A lot of momentum is wiped off right there on a penalty. You got to get on the positive side of the sticks right here, at least on first down. But you feel like they probably, well, now they go to the 4 receiver set. Do they take a chance at throwing it here? We'll see. 8:15 left, 9-7 lead for Emerald. 4 receiver set. Fernandez the back to the right of Bragg in the shotgun. Bragg sets. Motions over Yarborough. And here's the shotgun snap. Bragg back to throw. Looking to throw. He's got a comeback wide open right there. Jaden Williams again. Breaking tackles, falling forward. Great catch there by Williams on the positive side of the sticks, and they're going to get some. On a great throw there. Get it close. They'll spot it at the 32. Second down and 7. Positive play, much needed there.
Positive play, man. Positive play. That comeback, I'm telling you, that route is working because eventually, like I said, those DBs, it's like, man, I'm tired of this comeback. That's the only route they're going to. I'm tired of it. I'm going to bite on it. As soon as you bite on it, let's go over top, you know? So it's coming.
It's getting a little jolly out there. I see it on the field. The Vikings Raiders in a tight game. 7:10 left. Bragg in the shotgun. Motions over Yarborough again, and a jump there by the Raiders. Unable to be disciplined. 2 false starts against the Raiders. 1 play in between them is going to back them up again. Second down and 12. So we'll see. I mean, you want to probably say it's again 4-down territory, but we'll see where they get to right here. As Bryce Turner comes in the game at tight end for Mason Young, they opt to take a receiver out of the game to put in the tight end. Bragg will be in a shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Look like you got one-on-one with Williams. We'll see. Bragg calls for it. Inside give to Nemo. Ball's dropped. And a fumble at the 40. Bragg falls on it. Raiders back at that long way to go. 3rd and 15 for Lawrence. Got to get a play that's going to get you 15, or probably 13 yards right here, you think, to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Got to be 4th and 2 or shorter if the Raiders want to keep them out there. But they're still kind of in that no man's land. They don't really want to punt here, but you can pin them deep. But first drive right here, you're taking half the time off the clock. The third quarter, Raiders have only team that's had the ball. We'll see. Bragg in his shotgun. Calls for it, looking to throw. We'll see where he goes, rolling out to his right. He's got a guy open. Pass is caught there by Yarborough on the positive side of the sticks there. Complete. about a 6-yard, excuse me, that was Mason Young there, 24-yard play. They're going to bring out special teams. What are they going to do? Are they going to punt right here? It looks like they're going to attempt a field goal. A 51-yarder. That is a long way. Oh, man. They tried this before. It didn't work out well. We'll see what they got here. The hold is good. The kick from Franklin. Does he have the leg? That is close. It is good! Oh, my! From 51, Franklin between the uprights. Raiders take the lead. Oh, man!
Wow. I got a question. I have a serious question. Is that the furthest kick by a Lawrence Raider?
We're going to have to look at it. Andrew
Is that
Corley.
the furthest kick by a Lawrence Raider?
Man.
That's history right there.
Andrew, go ahead.
I'm checking on the record, boys. But never a doubt. He had that the minute it left his foot, that was going. There we go. Finally.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
That's a highlight. That's a highlight.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Undoubtedly. We're going to check on that record whenever Andrew gets that. You got it now?
I'm getting a response. Hold on.
Okay. We'll stay with you. We'll keep you. Okay.
I'm trying to get his mama to look at me. Hold on. She's texting me instead of looking at me.
Well, maybe she'll be able to tell you if it's a record. That is a long.
I'll signal to you what I get.
Sounds good. Thank you. Andrew Corley is. We're going to have to check because I do see potentially either Blaine Thompson or maybe Stan Whitlock could have one farther. We'll see. Stan Whitlock actually was one of my guests on the show. We'll have to ask him. I got his number. I'll reach out to a 51-yarder. Oh, man. Raiders in front with 5:20 left, 10-9. Franklin's kick now is he's going to give Emerald a chance to return it. Skipping, nope. It's going to bounce to the end zone as that was Jordan Porter getting out of the way. Or excuse me, no, that was Carson Wright out of the way. Raider defense comes back out. Chip on their shoulder. A chance to get a stop. 5:20 left. Brock Franklin. Oh, man. We'll see as I'm still just keeping my eye on Andrew Corley to see if he's still trying to fight to see if we got the record there on that kick. Holy. We got some guys here. We got some information from Coach Atkinson. That is at least a record since 1981. We'll see. Oh, my. That is unbelievable, Thomas Jones. Oh, man.
Shout out Brock, man.
That is a bomb. Height in the shotgun. He's going to give it to Dean here. Dean, a lot of space before he's corralled there by Ja'Cory Williams. As he'll pick up about half of it there. Maybe a little over. Gain of 6. Second down and 4. Good carry by Dean. You still can't forget about that guy.
No.
You got the lead now, but this is our first lead in the second half outside of Southside this year. Wow. You got to hold on to it.
Yeah, you're right.
Got automatic first down for Emerald. We'll see what we got here. It's 4:35 left into the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the 42. Here we go. 1st and 10. Height in a shotgun. He is now joined by Christian Foster in the backfield. As you see Dean line up in the slot right here.
Foster.
Oh. Did look like we had a flinch from the guard there. I don't know.
Look like something.
We'll see, though. 1st and 10. They're going on that 2 right there. We'll see. Height motions over his back. They'll go inside give right there to Foster. Foster falls forward. He'll pick up about 3. Second down and 7 with 3:50 left. It's going to come down. Coach Porter has said this. This game was going to come down to a field goal. Hopefully that field goal has already happened.
Yeah.
We don't have to. He has said that. He told me, he has talked to me about that multiple times this week, that this game was going to be coming down to a field goal. Numbers-wise, he's told me, I think it's something like defense has given up 28 points a game. The offense has scored 26 in region. So maybe the field goal is right there. Maybe that's where it is. Defense has played outstanding tonight.
Yes. Hopefully they can keep it up, keep it going.
We hope so. Is 3:45.
Oh, I think it was a Bad mark.
Yep, they're going to say that was a bad spot. They'll mark him back a yard, a carry of 2 instead of 3.
Sheesh. To be
Second
off
and
that
8.
bad?
They'll say a yard, actually. A yard carry. I tell you, dude, they hire anybody, I guess.
Come on. Three blind mice.
Well, that's only an
Let me
umpires.
hush.
We can only do that when we got 3-man crew and umpires. We got 5 guys. I guess we got 4. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, man. At least the call is going our way this time. No, most of the time we're on the wrong side of this. Maybe most of the time they move the ball like 4 more yards forward. But 3:36, the clock continues to tick. Here from KC Hanna. 10-9 if you're just now joining us in favor of the good guys. Raiders on top. Heighten his shotgun. They're going to run a very similar look here. We'll see it. Yep. Oh, looking to throw here. Throwing to a receiver.
Nice.
And what a play there by the DB. That looked like none other than Zamar Jones. No, that was DeMaze Crooks on the pass breakup. Great play there by number 1. Missed safety position. Got there right on time.
Nice. And that's how you play it. That's how you play it. Go for the ball, but you're still in the way of it. That's perfect.
3rd down and 9 with 3:21 left on the incomplete pass. Raiders looking for a stop on 3rd. Another one of those 3rd downs. It's going to be a big one. Here we go. Heighten his shotgun. It still will be Foster in the game at back. They'll move out Dean at receiver. They're going to go with that same motion. This time they're going to give it to Dean. Dean going off the right side. Can the Raiders get to him? Dean is tackled short of the line. Short of the line by a couple of yards. We'll see what they do. Are they going to opt to punt it?
They go for it.
It looks like Emerald's going to keep their offense on the field. 4th and 4. As there's an injured Raider down.
Nemo's cramping.
We will see. We'll see. Emerald's going to have a chance to talk it over. We're going to step aside for just a second as they tend to the injured Raider. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Get connected to the future of driving performance with the Hercules Road Tour Connect PCV. This premium touring tire was made to make connections. Connecting the rubber to the road with reliable all-season handling. Connecting the drive to the destination with improved comfort and fuel efficiency. And connecting today's vehicles to tomorrow's driving performance. With our 70 years of expertise and leading protection promise riding shotgun, it's easy to make the connection to the Road Tour Connect PCV from Hercules Tires.
Looking for a great deal on a dependable ride? Buck's Auto Sales in Hickory Tavern has got you covered. Family owned for over 80 years and A+ accredited by the Better Business Bureau, they offer trusted service and solid pre-owned vehicles for every budget. With a wide selection of sedans, SUVs, and trucks, paired with flexible financing and friendly service. You'll drive off happy every time. Stop by Buck's Auto Sales at 13070 Highway 76 West in Gray Court, or call 8645-752700 to find the perfect car today. Buck's Auto Sales, where quality meets community.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
We're going to pan it straight down to Andrew Corley. Andrew, tell us about the injured Raider. It does look like Nemo Fernandez was injured on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Nemo was there. They were trying to stretch him out, so it looked like he was cramping. We'll hope that's all it is. He is walking off. He's making his move, so hopefully we'll see him back in a second. And I did get confirmation the longest field goal on record before tonight was 48 degrees, or 4 degrees, good grief, it's cold down here, was 48 yards. So that is a new Lawrence High School record.
Nice. Thank you. We got that as well. We had it. Stan Whitlock made a 49-yarder was what we had, but we'll go with yours. You got 48, and we have Brock Franklin hitting a 52-yarder right there to set the new record. So unbelievable. As Emerald will come out, and they'll punt it. You can't give in right here. The fake is in effect for sure. It's high school football. There it is. There's the fake, and they got it. Oh, he's free into the secondary. There, he balls out! He balls out! He fumbled the ball! Is it Raider ball? We'll see Raider ball! The Raiders have the ball! The fake comes back to bite the Vikings. Raiders have it! Oh, man, did they get a prayer answered? I told you the fake was coming.
You said it. I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't realize that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Porter said, every coach on their sideline said, a fake is coming. You have a quarterback kicking the ball, a fake is coming.
And Raider ball. Oh, man. Raiders are going to get it. But they are backed up deep in their own territory right here.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, man, this is stressful. Two fumbles on big plays for Emerald. Fumbled it twice on 2 big attempts. Oh, man. Andrew Corley, we're going to pan it back down to you for the Angela Marlette sideline report. Andrew, what is that defense down right there? As I see the money bag coming out.
Guys, step 1, 3 turnovers tonight. What a showing from our defense. I would never talk about a kid. But 13 has been talking so much junk over here.
Face mask, I think. Go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead.
13 has been talking so much junk to our sideline, and to have now fumbled twice, that's what clean living gets you. So what a night from our defense.
The karma will come back eventually.
Hey, man, I believe in sports guys, and the football guys are real, man. That's a real thing.
As a face mask there helps the Raiders. That is massive. Raiders get 15 with 2:46 left. Got to take care of the football right here. And you got to find the end zone. It is huge. You find the end zone right here, you're up by 8.
Got to get in the end zone.
Got to.
And I think it's also a new record for the most amount of face masks in a game. That's a lot.
You might be right.
Like, we don't get low no more. We just go for the face.
It could be the whistle happiness. I don't know. It could be some of that.
It's been clear face mask, and it's been a missed face mask too. So
yeah. There definitely was. As Raiders are break the huddle, 1st and 10. They got it from the 30 now, thanks to a free 15 on the face mask. I believe Denari's in the game at running back now. Nemo probably still trying to get his situation figured out. Low snap. Bragg gives it to Lee Jackson. Lee Jackson picks it up off the ground as a low snap there hurts the Raiders. A loss of a pair to the 28. 2nd down and 12. 2nd down and 11, excuse me. They'll spot it at the 29-yard line as we're under 2 minutes now. Here we go. Raiders go back to the huddle. Coach Porter getting the play into his quarterback. I'm sure he can smell it. He can smell a hard-fought game, but they just got to smell the right side of it.
You're right.
He knows his team's played hard, but it's about time it gets rewarded at some point. So you got to keep playing hard. Got to hope for the best. Bragging the shotgun, Lee Jackson the back to his right. He's looking to throw it right here. Throwing it out to Young. Young's got a blocker, but not another one. He'll get on the positive side of the sticks right there, does Mason Young. Gets it down to the 32. Pick up a 3. 3rd down and 8. Raiders will go back to the huddle. You got to hope that at the very minimum we're starting the 4th quarter when Emerald gets the ball back.
Yes.
We'll see. They'll break the huddle. Going to be under a minute before the Raiders take this next snap. Bragg is in the shotgun. Trips at the bottom of your screen. Lone receiver Williams at the top. He got one-on-one. Got to abuse it at some point. Bragg looking back to throw. Looking. He's going deep for Crooks, and it's nowhere near him to make a play. Incomplete. Pass intended for DeMaje Crooks. It'll be 4th and 8. 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Lawrence will be forced to punt it right back to Emerald. Maybe Franklin can set a record for the punt record right here and bomb one. It's Franklin who does both the kicking and the punting. Here we go. Snap is a little high, but corralled as Franklin's going to top spin on there.
Roll.
It's touched by the player. Touched by the player.
That's
he picks it up, and he goes behind the 20 there. He's forced to pick it up there. Great punt by Brock Franklin there. Great roll and some good luck. Raider defense will come back out. 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Emerald, they'll spot the ball at the 19. 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. Again, with the sideline huddle. I don't know how they're getting away with that every time before they start the play clock.
I wouldn't be surprised if they throw the ball right here on 1st down, just to kind of catch things off guard.
We'll see. They actually have a tight end in the game right here underneath. We'll see. They'll motion the tight end over to the left side. Height. Snap given to Dean. Dean going left side. He's got a lot of room. A couple of Raiders over there, but Dean's going to get the corner. He'll be close to the marker. They're going to say he got the first down, I believe. First down for Dean at the 30. It's not at all how you wanted to start this. Another injured Raider. As we look to him, looks like Denari Lee Jackson. We'll see. Never mind. That's well, is it?
Yeah,
21,
Jackson.
maybe. As they tend to Denari, we're going to step aside, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Hey kids, what makes someone a good friend? Join us at Chestnut Ridge Baptist Church to learn about the best friend you will ever find. His name is Jesus. We have lots of opportunities like Awana, Sunday School, Children's Choir, and special events for you to hear about him. Check out our website at www.chestnutridgechurch.org to find out more information, or call 684-682-2548. We hope to see you soon.
Hey, Raider fans. Planning a home makeover or ready to build your dream house? Brewington Contractors has your back. This family-owned, local trusted general contractor brings over 27 years of experience building custom homes, remodeling kitchens and baths, roofing, renovations, and more, all across South Carolina with integrity, fair pricing, and a friendly team you can count on. From start to finish, they're committed to quality, on-time completion, and your 100% satisfaction. Need a project done right? Call Brewington Contractors today at 8649-235-789 or visit brewingtoncontractors.us to get your quote. Brewington Contractors, raising your expectations one project at a time.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
Welcome back to KC Hanna. I didn't have my mic pulled down. That was a good mistake right there for the last week, but it's not looking good for Denari Lee Jackson as he is walking off under his own power, but he's struggling getting off the field. So another already depleted team loses another key player in Denari. Not at all a positive for tonight. Andrew, we're going to pan it down to you real quick. Can you give us any kind of update? You heard anything about Denari?
Yeah, he was being stretched out while he was on the field. I think that it's cramps again. We got several Raiders cramping. That's what happens when, we've talked about it. So many guys playing both ways, so many guys playing hard. So we'll see what happens.
Well, that was interesting, Andrew. That was right in front of your face. He got carried off the field right there. So I think Andrew Corley for that Angela Marlette State Farm sideline report. Hyde will be in the shotgun. They will pitch it out to the outside. A lot of running room for Dean.
Nice.
But, oh, man, what a tackle! No, B.J. Hill there making a tackle.
That's how you do it.
A good pickup by Dean, though, before the hit. Picks up 5, second down and 5. That may end our third quarter. We'll see. And I believe that is going to end the third quarter. We're in the fourth quarter, and for the first time since Southside, the Raiders have the lead, 10-9. A playoff trip hangs in the balance, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, get those fours up because we're in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
GoLawrence.com is Lawrence County's daily source for news, sports, and community updates. From Raider scores to breaking stories, we've got it covered. And for local businesses, GoLawrence.com is the premier platform in Lawrence County to promote your business. Stay informed. Stay connected. GoLawrence.com, your source for Lawrence County news. Go Raiders.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
12 minutes on the clock. 10-9 score. The Raiders are one quarter away. One quarter away, and, with the year that we've had, a lot of people probably wouldn't have been like, well, it's happening.
It's happening.
I mean, we are this close. I mean, again, the game is by no means over.
It's not.
Emerald is a very worthy opponent, but the Raiders have every ounce in front of them to control their own destiny and make the playoffs. Height in the shotgun. He will roll out as there's a couple of Raiders there throwing back to that wheel. Q Watts coming down the sideline.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go, Watt. Let's go. Dang, man.
He's in here,
man,
y'all.
I about got on the field right there, bro.
Andrew Corley, he's been giving it to him all year. And there it is, a big moment in the fourth quarter.
I told y'all they were tired of hearing from Thomas. I told y'all they were tired of hearing from Thomas.
Oh, man, INTQ Watts. They tried to go back to the wheel play.
We stayed home. We stayed at home. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Oh, man, this is the first time you got up all year.
Man, what?
Oh, man, Raiders 1st and 10 from the 27. A chance to do some damage. They do have 4 wide right here. Bragg by himself, throwing a Yarbrough on the screen. They got blockers. He makes one, no falls. They'll say he lost a yard right there at the 28. 2nd down and 11. Can't do that on 1st down. Cannot. But what a play by Q Watts.
What a play, man.
Unbelievable.
We have to get points on this drive right here. We have to.
Got to do it. You'd like to score a touchdown.
Yes.
Like the last one. There's Nemo in the game. There's no running back right there. It was a weird look there for the Raiders. It went empty set. Bragg will be in the shotgun. Nemo to the right now. They'll go Nemo. Nemo trying to find somewhere to go. He'll try to bounce to the outside. Makes one miss. Carries some guys off. He's going to the corner. He's going to still carry his way forward. Big time run, Nemo Fernandez. Gets him about halfway to the sticks. 3rd down and 5, it looks like. Maybe 6. We'll see. 3rd and 5. Big time carry for Nemo. You got to move the chains right here. You can't do this mess again. No. We can't do it. We get a big turnover, and we're just like, defense would take it for granted. Nah, not this drive. Got to do something. Come on, guys. We'll see. 3rd down and 5. 10.5 minutes left in the game. Bragg in the shotgun. Nemo is to his right. We'll see what they do. Bragg looking to throw. He's got Crooks. He's got Crooks deep. He's throwing it to Crooks. Crooks, and there it is! Touchdown! Touchdown! DeMonte Crooks in the end zone for 6. There it is! Touchdown, Raiders! Raiders find the scoreboard on the Brewington Contractors touchdown. Oh, man, Andrew Corley, take it away.
Man.
Andrew, you take it away down there, man.
That's what they've been looking for all night. That's what they've been hoping for. They're starting to feel it down here.
Crooks on the post right there. Thomas in the end zone. Raiders lead it 16-9. A PAT's important right here. Here, hold, kick from Franklin is high. It's good. Raiders lead 17-9 with 10:17 left in the contest. Defense can't take it off, though. Cannot afford to do that. We got long game left. Still 10 minutes, but you feel a little bit better. You got a cushion now, but you got to go back out there and make a play. The Q Watts INT sets up a post route from Crooks into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Raiders add on to their lead 17-9. We need to add on that PAT point.
We do.
Because unbelievable. This game has been all that we could have asked for. No matter what happens, it has been a fun game to call in our final regular season contest. 10:17 left, as they still have yet to add the point. As Coach Porter is fighting for that point to go up on that scoreboard, as it should.
As it should, because the refs will lose sight of it and think it's...
There it is. 17-9. Raiders lead it by 8. Back out on defense come the Raiders. This is a huge series that they have to take advantage of on defense.
Have to.
Man, oh, man. There it is, the early season combo between Bragg and Crooks. Finally coming back on display the last 2 weeks. Getting your playmaker back making plays. Franklin on to kick it. High booming kick from Franklin. It's going to be into the end zone. Raiders are going to set up shop on defense from the 20. Raider defense, a big drive. Height's thrown a pair of interceptions tonight, but he still has a cannon. He's a baseball guy.
Yep.
I believe he's a shortstop maybe at Emerald.
Okay.
He's a baseball guy for sure. I know
if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not thinking, his dad is a baseball coach, right?
Yep.
Okay,
I think so.
makes sense. Now, the last name, okay.
Yep, I think that's right. He's actually a pretty highly ranked baseball player in the state. I'm pretty positive.
Okay, nice.
Emerald's got a pair of young kids. So they got two guys. One of them's a catcher, one's a shortstop. I think Height's a shortstop. I can't remember who the catcher is, but their baseball future, it's for sure in a good spot. But the Raiders need a football win here. They're going to go Dean. Dean barrels forward. Good pickup by Chris Dean on first down. Picks up about 6 on first down. We'll be under 10 minutes by the time Emerald takes their next snap. The guy from the chain crew guy, actually, he might have been trying to waste us some time there. 6-yard pickup from Dean on first. As Raider defense, a big-time series. What can they do in a series-clinching moment like this? Height, shotgun, gives it to Dean. Dean had a couple of guys in the area, but he's able to pick up the first down on the ground there. Raiders had a chance to grab him behind the line again.
Yeah. But one thing I will say, just the good thing, we set the edge. Like, we were right there on the edge, made him cut it back in. You know, he's a good running back.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give him credit on that. But we did set the edge, so
he is shifty. Height still in the shotgun. They're going heavy look. They're going to just punch it down. Dean, as there's Raiders there, but he breaks the tackle. But Zamar Jones won't get past the second level. They're going to give him a generous spot. Say he picked up 4 there. Very generous spot there for Chris Dean. 2nd down and 6. Emerald will take their next snap under 9 minutes. So here we go. Height will stay in the shotgun. They're still, they're going to try to punish the ball down the field. They've shown that. We'll see, though. They do opt to bring in another receiver right here. We'll see. Height. Give to Dean. Dean falls. Falls. A big-time gift there given to the Raiders by Chris Dean, falling behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose about a yard. They're not moving that ball back, any? He didn't lose any? They'll say he lost a yard. 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down. Raider defense has a chance to give the offense the ball again. They have a big-time chance. We'll see, because, Emerald's still got all 3 timeouts, and they play well on defense. So they got to figure that fans on their feet. Big 3rd down. What will the Raiders do here? We'll see. False start. False start against the Vikings. It's going to back them up 5 yards behind the sticks. Look at your boy Q Watts down there. Hitting the fans out, man. Oh, man. I do hear he's quite the basketball player, though. We'll see.
I hear the same thing, but, man, he passes the eye test in a football uniform.
Yep.
But, man, he can, man. I want to talk to that kid one day. Because, man, if he can just truly lock in on this sport, he can be the guy.
We're going to have to send him to play. That's you on the football field right there.
Yeah, man. That's what I see.
As big 3rd down. Now it's 3rd and 12. A long 3rd down to the sticks, though. We'll see what the Raiders got. 3rd down. Height's going to call for it. He's going to look to throw. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go. Throwing. No. Raiders in the area. Height's still on his feet. Looking back the other way. Throwing deep. Pass is complete past the sticks. It's still on his feet as the Emerald receiver. And I believe he's going to go all the way there for the touchdown. That's unbelievable. How do you lose containment of 4 guys right there? Yeah. Scramble drill again. That's deflating. Will Emerald go for 2 right here? We'll see. The offense will have to come back out, and we'll see what they do. Height, I believe, is going to line them up to go for 2 right here. Big-time play by the young quarterback right there. You hate that, though. You had everything like you had a sack, too.
Had a sack.
Emerald will go for 2. Probably going to go to Dean. We'll see. Timeout. They got to waste a timeout. Emerald has to waste a timeout. I can tell you what, though, Lawrence is not satisfied with giving up points right there. But we are going to step aside. When we come back, Lawrence trying to stop Emerald from tying this game. You're listening to the Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Just like the Raiders, great teams start with a strong foundation. At Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission, we're proud to provide clean, reliable water and essential services that keep our community thriving. Whether it's in your home, at your business, or right here under the Friday night lights, you can count on our team to deliver. Lawrence County Water and Sewer Commission, serving our neighbors today, building for tomorrow. From our team to yours, go Raiders!
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
And we're back. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones. We're going to pan it down real quick to Andrew Corley. Andrew, how deflating is a play like that in this spot?
Yeah, there was some frustration there, I think. Some miscommunication on where everyone was supposed to be there that allowed for contain to get broken. But the message in the huddle was, next play.
You heard it. Got to be next play, and the next play is right now. Here it is. A controversial two-point conversion. We'll see. Height's going to motion over a guy. They're going to roll him out to his right, looking to throw. Nobody there. Raiders stop him on the two-point attempt. And here it is, a big offensive drive. Raiders retain the lead, 17-14 with 7:26 left in the game. It is a two-point game. We needed to be more than that.
We do.
Because we don't want it to come down to a field goal for the other side. I know Coach Porter's been saying that, but I think a big thing is we're going to have to get Nemo established right here.
Yeah, we do. We do.
He's on a big-time third down play. There it is. Big plays on third down. Coach Porter has preached it. We've talked about it a lot. They've got to find ways to just – that cannot happen anymore.
It cannot.
We're too deep in the season. We're too grown, some would say.
Yeah.
The return team will trot back out. I mean, what are you thinking about an Emerald potential onside right here with 7:26 left?
And, like I said, when the special teams went out, I saw that the coach was out there truly talking to him. If we're thinking that, he has to think the same thing. Something crazy. Like I said, they already went with the fake punt. So just something, bizarre. So, don't let it shock you.
Because I believe Lawrence has put more of their hands team up front. Though.
Yeah, you have to.
They got to expect it. I mean, I don't know if they'll do it right here, but it could happen. With this much time still left, they'll opt to kick it deep. Young, back, he will catch it at the 10. He's coming up the sideline. He doesn't have a lot of room to go. He runs right into the back of his blocker. He gets past the 20, and after the play, I believe, he went to reach for his flag and goes for nothing right there. Does the side judge there. They blew the play dead, and they went a little above and beyond on the receiver right there. But Lawrence has the ball, 2-point lead. First down and 10 from the 23. A must-score drive again. Another big drive. What will the Raiders do? Young team, but they've been seasoned now. There's a lot of season. You can't use that argument anymore. They've been here. Or actually, they have not been here before. We'll see how they act. A tight fountain in game, but they have not been on this side of the ball in the fourth quarter very often. Bragg. Oh, there's an offsides right there. Free 5 yards. They motion over the back, Fernandez, and they get a gift from number 92. That is Jeremiah Johnson. Make it first down and 5. As the Raiders now across the 25. Ball will be spotted at the 28-yard line. As they'll go back to the huddle, make sure they got the play right. Here they come. Big time drive. Bragg in the shotgun. Nemo the back to his left. He calls for it. They'll give it to Nemo. Nemo going up the middle. He's got not a lot of room. And he'll lose, or he'll get back to the line, I believe. Line of scrimmage. Second down and 5. Not where you want to be. Looks like they actually moved the ball up a little bit. Second and 4. They'll say you got a yard. Well, we got a generous spot right there.
Yeah, finally.
Very generous. I don't know if he got all the way back to the line of scrimmage, but they said he got a yard. So Nemo will still be the back in the game to the right of Bragg. 3 receivers in the game and a tight end. Bragg takes shotgun snap, looking to throw. They got Yarborough on that outside play. He's going to cut back up near the 30. Let's say he got to the 30. 1 yard. Third down and 3. 6:20 left in the game. As they'll rotate some linemen here. Play clock is running. Big time play right here. 3rd and 3. 4 receivers, 3 at the top of your screen. Fernandez the back in the game. They have cleared out the box. You take a gamble on a run, maybe? We'll see.
They're showing a blitz.
That's the call. Bragg gives to Nemo. Nemo up the gut. Nemo only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Another play that I'm kind of scratching my head on.
I would have loved to see maybe a toss to the outside, just with the box stack, and you got trips to the far side. You just come something to the short side of the field, maybe a toss. See if we can get a first down from that point.
We've not been very successful running between the tackles. Outside of that one run, Nemo broke off to the end zone, but outside of that, we have not been very good. So I'm kind of with you on that. I don't know why we decided to go against that, kind of pitch the ball outside, let him make a play. You needed 3 yards. It's tough to get 3 yards up the middle in high school, especially when it's a mismatch, especially at the front.
I mean, anywhere, any level.
Franklin to punt. He will kick it right at a return man. There's number 13 again. He's fumbled twice. What will he do here? Across midfield, a good return there for number 13, Deshaun Brewer. Brewer flips the field. Raiders are already in trouble with 4:49 left. A great return. Across midfield. They're going to spot it at the 43 of Lawrence. A tight game, a close game. Exactly what you want to call in a spot like this. We'll see what we got. Fans, I'll invite you to stay with us after the game for our post game, as always. Brought to you by Valvoline Express Care, AMT, Big Air, and Furman Ford. 4:49 left. Emerald's got great field positioning with a chance to take the lead. Height in the shotgun. A give to Dean. Dean going right between the tackles. He's got a big hole up the middle, right near the first down marker. Emerald trying to take that time with him and leave the Raiders no chance. In a weird spot in the game right here. There's not a lot of time left. Raiders do have 3 timeouts. You got to think about when they potentially could use those.
Yeah.
Dean gets it to the 35. He'll be a yard short of the marker. 2nd and 1. As Emerald has the play in. Hyde will be in the shotgun. Dean to his right. Motions over the tight end. A look we've seen before. Inside give. There goes Dean to the outside. He's trying to get to the corner. He's going to have more. There's a flag on the play. As they do corral Dean. As we'll see what the call on the field is. He picked up the first down, but we'll see. Awaiting the call. Looked like that official said face mask. Holding is the call. Against Emerald, that's a big one. It'll back him up now towards the original marker. Outside of the 40. Or it'll back him up only to the 39. 2nd down and 5 from the 39-yard line. Time is rolling. It's getting late in this game as the time now is under 4 minutes. Height motions over the back. They give it to him. There he goes up the middle, barreling forward and getting the first down is Christine once again. Running backs hurting us when it matters. As the time continues to go. 17-15 if you're just now joining us. Raiders lead it by 2. Emerald, though, they've got it in a good spot. As we'll see right here. This decides the game.
Yeah.
This drive right here is going to decide it.
It does.
As the time is now, we're going to be under 3 in a minute. Motion over the tight end again. Inside give to Dean. Dean trying to go outside. He bounces back inside. He'll pick up a couple. Actually, more than a couple. Picked up about 5 there, and we're under 3 minutes. I mean, it's a high school game. You got to feel like you've pushed your odds in the right way if you hold them to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, you do.
Time continues to go. We'll see when Coach Porter's going to use his timeouts. Second down and 5. Got to get a negative play right here.
Have
You know
to.
Dean's going to get the ball. If they beat you deep, let them score. You got to give your chances. You got to give yourself a chance. There's Dean. They got a bunt. Or no, that was Foster on the carry. He's going to be short by a yard. We'll see what happens right here. 3rd and 1. Biggest play of the game. Raiders a chance of making the playoffs hangs in the balance as we are going to be under 2 minutes. We're under 2 minutes in the game. 1:58 left. Raiders lead at 17-15. Late on senior night. Height in his shotgun. They're going to give it to Dean. Raiders there, but Dean is going to fall forward. First down, Emerald.
The first down for the Vikings.
First down, Emerald. Roll the clock. Maybe Coach Porter forces their hand here, and if they're going to try to kind of play conservative, set up for the game-winning field goal, he doesn't use them.
Yeah.
We'll see.
See if we can freeze them a little bit when it comes to that.
Height in his shotgun. Give to Dean. Raiders there. Dean not getting much. He'll grab a couple.
But one thing the defense have to keep in mind is the quarterback may pull the ball. We have to just keep that guy on the outside. Just sit. Sit right there in the line of scrimmage and just be aware. That's it.
Here we go. We're about to be under a minute. This is a chance. The defense has played an unbelievable game. They have a chance to truly prove that they've won this game if they come up with a big-time stop here. Height. Give to their back. Up the middle, getting nothing. 3rd down. Time continues to go. As the clock is stopped. Timeout for Emerald on this 3rd down and 9 play. A big tackle from Martin. We're going to step aside. We're in a big-time game. 17-15 Raiders when we return. Emerald will have it 3rd and long. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Looking for out-of-this-world fun right here in Lawrence? Big Air Lawrence has you covered. Jump into action with all attractions included, plus daily deals like 2 for Tuesdays, Midday Madness, and Cosmic Night every Friday and Saturday with black lights, bass, and non-stop excitement. Planning a birthday or group event? Big Air makes it easy with customizable party packages and group rates for up to 400 jumpers. Big Air Lawrence, where the whole community comes to play. Visit bigairusa.com/Lawrence for details. And as always, go Raiders.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
We're going to pan it straight down to Andrew Corley. Andrew, what was said in the huddle right there?
Yeah, some things y'all said. Watch the play action, watch the pull. Coach Porter reminded them they've worked too hard to let this one get away now.
We will see. 3rd and 9. Height motions out the receiver. Looking to pass. Raiders in the area. Height turning a corner to the goal line as he's out of bounds. Big time carry by Bo Height right there. You can't lose eyes on the quarterback. He is not throwing the ball well today at all. You got to think he's kind of timid to do that at some points. He's more willing to run, I'd feel like, and he's hurt us with his legs a couple of times here late in the game. As there's an injured Raider down on the field, we're going to step aside once again. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Furman Ford is a proud supporter of Lawrence Raider Football. We are your hometown Ford dealer that knows you by name and is here for your vehicle purchasing and service needs. Whether it's buying a new or pre-owned car or getting your current vehicle repaired and road ready, a member of the Furman Ford team is here to assist. Shop today and experience the difference that a true family-owned business can make. Furman Ford is a locally owned and operated business that has supported Lawrence County and Raider football since 2003. Furman Ford is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase or if your vehicle needs repairs. No big corporate pressure, just hometown folks here to serve your needs. Furman Ford. East Main Street in Lawrence.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
Again, we're going to pan it straight down to Andrew Corley. Andrew, what does Coach have for his defense with their backs against the wall?
That's right. That's not over. Logan Martin in there in everybody's face. It's not over. There's still a lot to play right here. Defense got to make up stand.
They got to make a stand, that is for sure. Thomas would love to see that up here, being the defensive guy he is. An INT, a fumble, anything. A turnover here would be a big one. A weird set here. Height in the shotgun. Gives it inside to the back. Short of the goal line. Time continues to roll. As there was Christian Foster. Time's going. About 2 yards short. Time's continuing to roll. Coach Porter elects not to use his timeouts. Back to the back again. He's short again. 3rd and goal. Time is blown dead. Timeout for Emerald again. 15 seconds left, and we're going to step aside once again. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
"Ugh, come on! Seriously? This is so extra."
But what you could say is,
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
your local State Farm agent is available when and where you need them, online, over the phone, or even in person. State Farm agents are here to answer your questions and help you file your claim.
This is so extra.
Angela Marlette is your local State Farm agent in Lawrence. Call or visit for a free quote. You are listening to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
And we are back. Jackson Edwards, Thomas Jones, Andrew Corley from KC Hanna. Defense telling their fans to get on the feet. 3rd down and 1. 15 seconds left in the game. This will decide it. Height in the shotgun, back with that look. And there's a timeout called by Coach Porter.
Smart.
And with that, we're going to step aside again. I hear a few words from our sponsors. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
GoLawrence.com is Lawrence County's daily source for news, sports, and community updates. From Raider scores to breaking stories, we've got it covered. And for local businesses, GoLawrence.com is the premier platform in Lawrence County to promote your business. Stay informed. Stay connected. GoLawrence.com, your source for Lawrence County news. Go Raiders!
PRTC is a proud supporter of the Lawrence Raider football team, the Raider Band, and the Raider cheerleaders. We have been your local telecommunications provider for over 70 years. PRTC is committed to keeping our community connected. From dependable high-speed internet to crystal-clear phone service, our team right here in Lawrence stands ready to keep homes, businesses, and Raider fans online and in touch under the Friday night lights and beyond. PRTC, serving Lawrence County with hometown values and cutting-edge communications. Go Raiders!
Here it is. The game will be decided right here. 3rd down and 1. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter from KC Hanna Stadium. Biggest play of the year. Heights in the shotgun. With the weird look, they'll motion out receivers. They're going to go with him. Heights looking to carry it to the goal line. Height is in. Touchdown, Emerald. Vikings take the lead. We've got 11 seconds left in the game. As Emerald all but ended it right there. On a carry there from Bo Height, finding the end zone. And we talked about it over break, man. We pick up that 3rd down and 3. It's a totally different game.
Totally different game.
Unbelievable. Raider defense was set up in a bad spot to begin with after a great return by the Vikings. Raider offense has 11 seconds, not a lot of time at all. But I have seen the Kansas City Chiefs score in 11 seconds. It has happened. They beat the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. As there is an injured Raider on the field, we're going to step away again before the Raiders get the ball back with 11 seconds left. You're listening to Lawrence Raider Football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network.
Hey, Raider fans. Planning a home makeover or ready to build your dream house? Brewington Contractors has your back. This family-owned, local trusted general contractor brings over 27 years of experience building custom homes, remodeling kitchens and baths, roofing, renovations, and more, all across South Carolina with integrity, fair pricing, and a friendly team you can count on. From start to finish, they're committed to quality, on-time completion, and your 100% satisfaction. Need a project done right? Call Brewington Contractors today at 8649-235-789 or visit brewingtoncontractors.us to get your quote. Brewington Contractors, raising your expectations one project at a time.
When it's game time, you can't afford delays, and the same goes for your car. At Valvoline Express Care in Lawrence, we get you in, out, and back on the road fast. No appointment needed. Just drive up and let our certified techs handle your oil change, fluid checks, and preventative maintenance with the care you can trust. Support the team that supports your Raiders. Valvoline Express Care, conveniently located right here in Lawrence on Hillcrest Drive. Drive in today to see Allen and drive out ready for the win.
Back to live coverage of Raider football on the Lawrence Raiders Sports Network, presented by Self Regional Healthcare.
A shocker in the fourth quarter has put Emerald in front, 21-17, pending the point after attempt. As Jordan Stroud, a senior, banged up on that play. Not good. It's not the way you want to go out as a senior. As Stroud will get out of the game, and Emerald will go for, or they'll kick the point after right here to push it to a 5-point game. Lawrence will get it with 11 seconds left. Not a lot of time. They'll go with actually a weird formation right here. They're going for two right here. Height looking to throw, throwing it out to the edge, throwing to the end zone.
He out of bounds.
They'll say that Emerald got the 2-point there. They still only lead by 6.
6, yeah.
Not that big of a deal outside of the PAT, but Lawrence doesn't have a lot of time left anyway. As a weird formation right there for Emerald. Works out to help them out. Emerald has a 6-point lead, 23-17, with 11 seconds in the fourth. What will the Raider offense have to potentially make one of the craziest comebacks I've ever seen? As Raider fans everywhere are in shock in the stadium, on the air, I'm sure, just as much as me and Thomas are. Not.
Yeah.
No one could have saw that coming. Raiders went up by 8 at one point, and we thought that was going to hopefully be able to carry us out, but a great punt return by Emerald sets them up for success. 11 and a half left in the fourth quarter. Going to have to come up with some trickery right here. That's really the only thing you can do.
Let's see a big special teams play. I would love to see that.
If Crooks can get us all the way to the 40 and give us maybe a shot, well, that probably wouldn't give us a shot if he got to the 40. You probably have about 2 seconds. We have one shot at the end zone.
Yeah.
11 seconds, not a lot of time. Raiders do have 2 timeouts, but it's not a lot of time to use timeouts either. Kind of hoped you had at least 30 seconds. Instead, the defense forced them to third. Great job, and unable to finish. About a free kick out of bounds right here.
Yeah.
We'll see. Here comes the kick. Oh, my, did he do it? Get out of the way. Get out of the way. There it is. Free kick out of bounds.
That's
Raiders will get it from the 35. One play to get it to the 50 at least. You got one play to get it to the 50, and then you got to, unless they try to go with some trickery off the jump. We'll see. Raiders will come in with all receivers. Nemo Fernandez will be the back in the game. Logan Bragg will slowly walk to the huddle, but I believe Coach Porter is going to use, no. He's not going to use a timeout. 1st and 10 from the 35. Raiders break the huddle. It would take a miracle to win today. Bunch receivers at the bottom of your screen. Lone receiver at the top, Jaden Williams. As they'll change footballs. 1st down and 10 for the Raiders. Emerald's still playing kind of not really in the prevent defense at all.
No.
They do have 3 safeties, though. We'll see. Got to do something quick right here. Bragg is going to have a couple of guys in his face. He steps up. He's going to take off the run. There's going to be no time left. He's going to run towards the middle of the field. Not a lot of time left. Bragg is still on his feet, crossing the 40 as the ball is coughed up. And that's going to end the game. Emerald's headed to the playoffs. They've upset the Lawrence Raiders on an unbelievable end to the year, as not at all how we wanted to end today. But we're going to keep it here, and we'll let Coach Porter do his thing with his team on Senior Day. Andrew Corley, you can stay with us. We'll go ahead and do awards right now, even on the game. We probably don't want to do them. We'll start, obviously, with the drive of the game, brought to you by Furman Ford. I think we all three can agree that the touchdown pass to Crooks on that drive was probably the biggest drive of the game for the Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah. Honorable mention to the interception, fumble, Nemo long run, but
that's true.
Just for all kinds of silliness going on, but yeah, I'll go with that.
Fair enough. Then we'll move on to the hit of the game, brought to you by Big Air. I believe the only really hard hit I can remember is B.J. Hill's hit over here on the running back on the sideline. Andrew Corley, you got anything different than I do?
Logan's hit on the interception to force the fumble.
Okay,
it wasn't a hard hit, but
controversial.
But you got a 14-year-old quarterback forcing the fumble.
We'll go with
something.
that. I like that actually. We'll go with the forced fumble there for the hard hit of the game. Then obviously defensive player of the game. We got a few names. Thomas, what you thinking those?
Man, take it for me. It's so me. Take it for me.
All
Take
right,
it for me.
Andrew, you got any defensive player of the game in mind?
I mean, you got Logan Martin was in every play. Has been kind of the vocal leader of this team, of this defense all year. Q with the interception. Defense played a great game. It's a tough one to call.
I like the Logan Martin tab there with the defensive player of the game. And obviously, offensive player of the game. I mean, obviously you got Crooks, you got Nemo. I mean, what are we thinking along those lines, guys?
I will probably tonight. I'll probably go with Nemo.
Andrew, what you got along those lines?
Senior night. We really needed that. We needed that run when he got it. Really changed the momentum of the game. I'd go with Nemo.
Well, we'll roll with Nemo Fernandez on his final game as a Lawrence Raider, being the offensive player of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, not at all how we wanted to end our season. Andrew, you can stay with us for a second. I'm going to let you guys kind of talk to the people. Andrew, you can go ahead and go first if you want to. Any last thoughts you got for the fans listening at home?
Whew. That's a tough one. That's what you hate it for these guys. You hate it for guys who have fought and who have battled, but on the other end of it, I know we've talked already this year about being tired of moral victories, but you see how close we are. And you saw it in the way we played Wren. You saw it in the way we looked at times against Westside, the way we played Fountain Inn. You saw it tonight. The difference between us and the top of this region is not as far as the record shows. And 2 straight 1-10 seasons, but I was here last year. I know both of y'all were. Jackson, you were at school. Thomas, you were still out of town. This is a different 1-10. And this is a team that showed so much heart and so much fight and so much growth and has so much coming back next year. Hate to see it end this way, but gotta be proud of what they've done this year.
Well, thank you, Andrew. As always, that was our very final Angela Marlette sideline report of the 2025 season. Thomas?
Man, like I said, man, the growth. Like I said, it was fun this season. Like I said, a lot of ups and downs, but man, it was definitely going up as the season was coming to a close. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it next year. And like I said, this is for the guys who are still on to come back, and the guys that will be on varsity next year. This is a taste they don't want to have next year. So. Again, this is also a thing. They don't want to even be in this situation where it comes to the last game to get to that playoff berth. So, again, it's a lot of good things in the future for Lawrence Raiders. So, I'm looking forward to that.
I sure hope so. And, first off, I want to thank this guy sitting to my right for giving me you guys to roll out with. And thank GoLawrence.com, obviously, the network that puts it all together for us. I want to thank all of our sponsors that have been with us all season long. I want to thank Andrew Corley for all that he's done out there in the weather for us. And, Thomas, I want to thank you for riding along with me up top every game. And, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time of football season, we actually are going to pan it down. Actually, before that, I believe Andrew Corley maybe he shut me down. Or we'll pan it right to you. We'll pan it to you, and we'll hear from Coach Porter for a brief second from Andrew Corley before we finally close.
Yeah, guys, I'll get with Coach Porter in a minute. Hey, Coach, appreciate you taking the time. 47 minutes, 45 seconds, everything you wanted to see from your team tonight. I know it's hard. I know it's tough for your seniors, but you saw the fight. You saw the fight. You saw the effort. Talk to us a little bit about what your team showed here tonight.
Well, as you can see throughout the season, in the beginning it was scary. You didn't know which way this team was going to go, but after we came back out of non-region, you can see our team start to gel, and they continue playing hard for each other, and offense found a little more continuity. The defense, start putting it together. So I'm really proud of the progress of this team. I know it may not show up in the win-loss record, man, but if you compare us from last year until the beginning of the season, if you haven't seen any progress in our program, I'm not sure. I don't know what else you're looking for.
If you haven't seen progress, you haven't been paying attention. Tough end for your seniors here tonight. Tell us a little about this senior class and what they've meant to you this season.
I tell you what, over the past 2 years, they won 2 games. Like so many seniors that we have, they quit. 12 seniors quit that should have been on this team today, that they just didn't want to pay the price and continue to do the journey anymore. But these seniors, 13 seniors, stayed with it, and I appreciate them. They have been respectful. They have shown up to practice. They show up to school, do the right thing, and that's the change of the culture. That's what I came here hoping to do. Be patient with me and change the culture of these kids and begin to see that fight like that every game. And, we're looking forward to next year.
Well, 13 seniors means you got a lot of folks coming back next year. What do you hope that they take away from tonight and carry into the offseason?
Got to finish. We have to finish. You got to make plays. You got to pursue the brotherhood, the love that they have for each other from this whole experience this summer, this whole season. No finger pointing, but these life lessons that they learned that they're going to take into adulthood. Majority of these kids is not going to play college football. So they about to get kicked into the real world, and hopefully that we taught enough valuable lessons that will help them become better men to our community.
Coach, we said it. I know it wasn't the record we wanted, wasn't the outcome we wanted tonight, but if you can't see the change in this program, the growth in this program from last year to this year, but even from the beginning of this year to now, the folks aren't paying attention. So we appreciate you, all you've done for us this year, all you do for this team. And I'm already looking forward to next August when we get to run it back. Hey, thank you, Coach.
Well, thank you again, Andrew. And, kind of back to what I was saying, I want to thank everybody that's made this possible. It's been a fun ride to get to call Lawrence Raider football this year. It's been, again, a difficult one, not the one that many people expected. But we're going to get there. It's been a lot of growing pains this year, a whole lot of them. But we're going to have a one-year older team. They'll be ready to go next year. And finally, my last thank you is to thank you guys listening to us, for everybody that's tuned in to our broadcast, whether that's been one time or all 10 games this year. It's been something. It's been a ride. It's been such a fun one. We've been everywhere from in the smallest press box of all time to being in the loudest press box of all time to even sitting on a concourse in the cold, to back at home. And nothing beats sitting in our press box right here. It's an unbelievable experience. I could ramble on and on, but ladies and gentlemen, as for Andrew Corley and Thomas Jones, this is Jackson Edwards. We'll see you next time.